right. What up, people? What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I'm out here in the country, and this room right here is cold as hell. So I got my little heater thing at the side, so I don't want it to be all up in my face and shit, because that shit is crazy. Oh yeah, happy late Thanksgiving to all the peoples out there. You feel me? What up, Lucifer? Lucifer. What up, Odemi? Toddy Kid 15. The BDZ Squirrel. Nez Mustafa. Trav Nebula. Serge Zazo. What's going on? You said I look cold as fuck. Hell yeah, I'm cold as hell. And I got my leather jacket in the back too. I'm about to do the show like this. Just like fucking do this shit. You feel me? It's cold as a motherfucker out here. I'm upstate in New Paltz right now. You feel me? Woo! So what's going on, people? Dan Cohen, Bad Boy D. R.A. what's going on? Super Athlete, what's good? Marcus Hill, what's good? So before we get into all of that, guys, remember, I still have the Bad Boy membership sale. Okay? So the Bad Boy membership sale is still going on. So that means that you can get my ebook, the Bad Boy book, and you can also get the audio book of How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day for free if you join the Bad Boy membership from now up until November 26th. What up, Alan Haynes? What's going on? What up, Reflexive? Joseph, what's good? So yeah, so you guys can still get on that sale. So what you do is go to Bad Boy membership, join the membership. Then once you join the membership, you're going to get the Bad Boy book for free. And you're going to get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the audio book for free. Okay? So make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys join the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario and join the Patreon. See, I got to let you guys know about the Patreon. Because see, in the Patreon, you're going to get the Bad Boy show. And you're going to get other exclusive videos. And the lowest tier is $10. So that's all it is, $10. And you're getting guaranteed 4 shows a month for $10 plus other added bonuses. You feel me? So make sure you guys do that. And also remember, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get the ebook hard copy, and you can get the audiobook for free. Remember, you can get the audiobook for free if you join the Bad Boy membership before the 26th, right? So, so real quick, what I wanted to talk about today is, is it wasting time? Are you wasting your time trying to get with chicks? Or is basically trying to get with chicks a waste of time? That's what I should say. Is trying to get chicks a waste of time? Right? Now, this is the thing, because I hear this all the time where guys are like, oh, I'm tired of fucking, going, trying to get with these girls. I'm tired of doing this. It's such a waste of time and all this other stuff, right? Now, the reason why you may see it as a waste of time is because you're not getting the desired result. I'm up here fucking mumbling my words. You're not getting the desired result that you want. And also what you're doing is that you're dealing with women on a continuous basis that's not benefiting you. Okay? So I'm going to talk about first, you're not getting the desired result. So basically what that means is that you're out here trying to get girls, but you're not getting the success you want. You're not getting the type of girls you want. You're not getting the sex you want. You're not getting enough sex. You're not going on enough dates. You want a girlfriend that's not working out for you. Whatever it is. Whatever you're trying to do in the game is not working for you. So now it seems like a waste of time. Right? But the reason why it's a waste of time is because you are doing things that aren't giving you the result you want. And the reason why you're doing things that aren't giving you the result you want is because you are not studying the game. You're not really applying the shit. It always comes back to this. You see what I'm saying? It's basically a waste of time to dudes who don't understand what's going on. Right? Now, you might be saying, come on, Mr. Locario, what the fuck? What are you talking about, bro? Because I be out here. What up, Amir? What up, Sean? What's going on? Sticky E, what's good? Dudes is like, well, I'm out here, I'm talking to these girls, and shit still ain't happening, right? But what you gotta understand is another big reason why you're wasting your time is because, or it seems like a waste of time, is because you're spending time on women who ain't about shit. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why a lot of guys feel like it's a waste of time is because they're spending so much time on a woman who's not cooperating. You feel what I'm saying? So for example, what a guy would do this. He'll get with a chick, right? He'll he'll exchange numbers or whatever, get her phone number. He'll text her and she won't respond. And then he'll text her again and then she might respond. And then he'll try to set up a date and then she's giving him the runaround. And then he hits her up again a few days later and then she's not responding. And he hits her up again. So now he hit this chick up so many times and shit ain't going nowhere. Now he gives up and he says, fuck this chick, right? So now he feels like, damn, I wasted all that time. And he actually did waste a lot of time. But all he had to do was when he, first stepped to her and got the information, hit her up, set up a date, and then see if she's going to actually come through to the date. Now, if she doesn't come through to the date, if she's giving him the runaround, kick her ass to the curb immediately. So you didn't have to call her all those times. You didn't have to try to make shit happen all those times. No, as soon as you see she's on some BS, you keep it moving. So therefore, your time isn't wasted. You've wasted no time. You're done with her, right? On the flip side, when you talk to a girl and she's very cooperative and she's feeling you and everything is flowing, you're not really wasting time because everything's flowing the way you want it to go. You see what I'm saying? So the time that's being wasted is usually because you are engaging in situations for longer than you need to. You're dealing with girls who are on some bullshit and you feel like you just need to keep going and keep going. And then when things don't go your way, you feel like you wasted your time. You see what I mean? So the time wasting, lots of times, is basically just because of how you're approaching the game. Right? Because when I meet a chick or I talk to a girl, right? I just say, look, let's get together this weekend. Now, she needs to actually agree to get together that weekend. If she doesn't, I'll move on. So I'm not wasting time with her. I move on to the next girl. See, the thing is, you guys think, or you feel sometimes, that everything's just supposed to fall in your lap. You feel what I'm saying? Everything's just supposed to just run smoothly all the time. And the thing is that it'll run smoothly based off of how you're coming at it. Meaning, you could go through 4, 5, 6, 7 girls and nothing can happen. But at least you're not wasting your time with those 4, 5, 6, 7 girls. Meaning, those 4 or 5 or 6, 7 girls are not cooperating. So you kick them to the curb immediately so you don't have to spend any time with them. Then you move on to the 8th girl or the 9th girl who's cooperating. Then you spend more time. You see what I'm saying? Because they're actually cooperating. That's all you got to do. You feel me? Jaiku, you said bang some prostitutes during your dry spells. Hilarious. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, the caller number, people, is 646-481-3901. So if you're going to call up, that is the number. And you got to pardon the internet today because I'm out here in the woods and shit. So I don't know, it might be kind of crazy right now. You feel what I'm saying? Oh shit, is this Miles Cunningham?
Yes, what's going on, son?
What's popping? What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Yeah. So
man.
So we talking about dudes who feel like they're wasting their time in the game and how to not let a chick waste your time. You feel me?
Right.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean,
it's like they already know what you're gonna say.
I'm one of the worst. is. Here's what it is. If it's important to you, it's not a waste of time. You understand?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Whatever's important to you is not a waste of time.
Right.
But the thing is, you have to know what you're doing, and you have to know what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the thing is that you can end up wasting your time if you let these chicks, fuck with your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like if you let them put you through the ringer just because the thing is, like, when somebody knows something is important to you,
right,
then they feel like they can take advantage of you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are things that can be important to you, but you have to have the intelligence and the confidence to know when to say when.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was listening to a little bit of it before I called in, and you were talking about if you text in, you call, you doing all this shit, and you gotta know when to say, look, I'm not wasting no more time on this. You know
Exactly.
what I'm
Real shit.
Because there are things. You see, here's what it is. There are things that are important to you, but nothing is more important than you.
Real shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Real shit.
There's nothing more important than you. Like, so getting pussy is important. Fucking with these bitches is important to you, right?
Right.
But nothing is more important than you. So you have to know. You have to really know what you're trying to get to. And if you don't see, your goal being if you don't see that you're taking steps towards your goal, then you have to stop and change directions, or get with another prospect. You understand what I'm saying? But
right.
it's up to you to make that choice. You can't leave that shit in the hands of the female. Because remember, the bottom line from any chick is that she wants your attention. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And to give attention takes time. However, the shit has to be moving in the direction towards your goal, towards what you want. Because again, like I said, nothing is more important than you. You always have to remember that. Because you remember in the beginning of the year, remember they had that hashtag wasted time 2017.
Right.
You have to be aware of things like that, because it's just definitely fucked up. So you have to be aware of things like that, and you have to always. It's like being an entrepreneur. They always talk about your business plan. They always talk about you have to put your business plan together, and then every so often you have to go back to your business plan. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And look at it. Now, sometimes depending on how things change, you have to make adjustments. You have to update your business plan. But the point of the matter is, you have to always go back to your business plan to remember what your goal is. What your mission. They talk about a mission statement. You have to remember what your mission statement is. You have to remember why you're in. So, in order not to waste your time, sometimes you have to go back. And ask yourself, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit with bitches. It's like, yo, if I'm out here to get pussy, all of this fucking, going out for drinks and going on dates and all of this type of shit, that's not what I'm really about. I'm trying to get pussy. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, if it, when you're trying to get pussy, sometimes it takes talking to a whole lot of chicks until you find that one that's DTF on the fuck. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But the point of the matter is, you have to go back to your business plan. You got to go back to your plan and realize, yo, I'm out here to try to get pussy. So all this fucking dating and meeting up at the bar and hanging out with you and your friends, all this dumb shit, that's not what I'm trying to do. Let me tell you what I'm trying to do. And if she's not with it, then next. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Real shit.
So if you, in order not to waste your time, you have to go. You got to really go. You have to check back in with yourself and ask yourself exactly what do I want. You see what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Now that being said, I just wanted to let everybody know that the next Bad Boy show, the topic of the next Bad Boy show is not to be a pussy in the face of hard work.
Right.
You understand me? Because this. If you really trying to be efficient in this game, if you're really trying to move correctly and make sure you always you're not wasting your time, and you're doing prospects that are going to get you closer to your goal can't be a little bit of hard work. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
For all the niggas out there that want to use the crutch and act like it's all about, looks and status and all that dumb shit, you the niggas I'm talking about. You the niggas I'm talking about who on some pussy shit when they know deep down inside the main reason why they trying to blame it on looks is because
right.
You know what I'm saying? They know they gotta deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If the sun is shining, you gonna get some sunlight. So you gotta deal with it, B. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the next Bad Boy show is about. So I want you to tune in. You know what I'm saying? Get on that Patreon if you're not on it already. All right?
Exactly. Real shit, yo. Real fucking shit, man.
Yeah, man.
This is why you guys got to get on that Patreon. Go to patreon.com and / Mr. Locario, so you can make that happen. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all don't miss all the new episodes. Cause y'all missing a whole lot of shit, man. I'm telling y'all missing a whole lot of shit if y'all not on that Patreon. You feel what I'm saying?
For real.
Crazy.
These shows been running long, so niggas been going in.
Right, cause the shows are longer now. The shows on Patreon are like 90 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? So you getting 4 90-minute shows a month. You feel what I'm saying? A straight game. You feel me? So make sure you guys, join that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Make that shit happen. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, bro.
Word.
Yeah, man. But that shit crazy. But yeah, you guys gotta make sure that when you're dealing with these chicks, that is, you gotta be very, very aware of your time. Because a chick can't waste your time. You understand what I'm saying? You waste your time.
Right.
By dealing with her. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right. See, exactly.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Because the thing is, dudes. Now go ahead. What you gonna say?
Well, I'm just gonna say that, at the end of the day, it's really all about you. And you can't be blaming these chicks. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because they're gonna. You gotta think about it. They're opportunists. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're looking at it like, well, these niggas out here want to fuck me, so I'm gonna get as much attention and as many drinks and as many fucking dates as I possibly can.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but see, you the gatekeeper, just like how they're the gatekeeper. See, you the gatekeeper of all that other shit.
Right.
So it really falls on your shoulders. It's your responsibility to make sure you're not wasting your time. Mm-hmm. Nobody else's. So what you just said was spot on, because it's like, and when you really get down to it, these chicks are not wasting your time. It's you.
Right.
It's you who is either wasting your time or not. But you have to be smart when you maneuver in the game, and always check back in with your plan.
Right, because the thing is this, is that, if you talking to a chick, right, and she's like doing stuff that you don't want to do, right, and you continue to fuck with her, and you continue to follow what she's doing, you're wasting your own time by following her, because she's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing, which is her own thing. You feel what I'm saying? And so if you follow that, that's on you. So if what she's doing is not in alignment with what you're trying to do, you understand? Or I should say, if you have an idea of what you want to do and she's not following that, you see what I mean? Then you're wasting your time. Right. You see what I mean? That's all on you, because I think that the confusion comes in when guys, they think that they think approaching a number of different women is wasting time. But that's not wasting time. That's the actual thing you got to do. You feel what I'm saying? But the time is being wasted once you get in front of an uncooperative chick and you continue to keep dealing with her. That's when you're wasting time. You see what I'm saying? So you're not wasting time with the actual process. You're wasting time by focusing on, chicks who are not cooperating with you within that process. That's all it is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's so simple. It's so simple. Because, there's so many chicks that, but see, this is the hard part for guys, because since a lot of guys aren't really out there making it happen, what happens is that when they stumble upon a chick that they really are feeling, they don't want to let her go, even if she's on some bullshit. They don't want to kick her to the curb. They don't want to charge her to the game because they have the scarcity mentality. And so that scarcity mentality causes you to waste your time because now you're involving yourself with a woman who really is on some bullshit. You're like, well, I got to keep her around. I got to keep it going. I got to keep building more rapport. And then shit goes left. You feel what I'm saying? And then you realize once she stops fucking with you, you wasted all that time. You see what I mean? And that was on you because you should have been got rid of her, fucking months ago. You feel what I'm saying? Should have got rid of her on that first time when she was acting up. And that would have been it.
Right.
You see what I mean? But, dudes are scared to make it happen, bro. And that's what we're trying to get you guys to get out of that fear. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Right.
That's all it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Yo, let me get it just in case anybody else want to play, all right?
All right, cool, bro. I'm holler at you later, right?
Yeah,
right.
man. Yo, Bad Boy Show. Holla at the Bad Boy Show. Stop playing.
Exactly. All right, we are. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, man. Real shit. The caller number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. How is the stream? Is the stream good? Is it decent? Can I see this shit just keep freezing on me just a little bit? Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello, Mr. Locario.
What up? Who's this?
This is Dan Cohen. I'm watching you live. Man,
Alright, what's going on with you?
I just wanted to tell you thank you, man. I just wanted to say thank you for all your videos, all the work you put in, show, have game and stuff, because I was getting nothing. I was getting nothing for a good minute, because, I stopped working out and shit.
Right.
Just now starting, all that game that you was teaching, right? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see, because he's over here talking about game, but looks help, but they aren't, what's the big thing. Which, by the way, I do look good, but that's not the thing. Look,
right.
So basically, I was like, all right, I'm a little fat right now because I'm usually 165, and right now I'm 200. So I was like, all right, I'm a little fat. I'm gonna go to university, and I'm gonna see if I can pick somebody up.
Right.
All right. First woman I hit up, badass. This bitch is Catholic. She's Welsh, smart as fuck. She's learning Spanish. Gonna be a doctor like her old man. And I've known her for 8 days now. And on the first day, after just chatting for a couple minutes, she gave me the number at the university. I went home, started hitting her up. We learned everything about each other. She came over later that day, and 4 out of the 8 days that I've known her, she's come over here and we've done everything. On the first day, she did everything because she said, I don't, do this, but I like you a lot.
Right.
I was like, you know what? That's fucking Mr. Locario right there. I was just thinking in the back of my head, fucking bless that man.
Right.
Bless his fucking game.
No, I'm just saying that's the thing I've been telling dudes. When a chick is feeling you, she gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She gonna make it happen.
Oh my god! And look, she likes me even more. I found out she's actually a really good person. She's got a really good family, but she's not like that shit at all. She told me that she didn't know what happened. It was just me in particular. And I was thinking, you know what? Mr. Locario, that's the kind of man, he tries to change people's ways. I don't know if it was you, but I'm pretty sure it was you who said something that these dudes, they get with a girl and they think she's a hoe or something because
right.
they let them get with them immediately. Right, but that's not true. And even if it is true, that's irrelevant because you just the fucking dude,
Right.
You're the guy.
Right, and that's the thing, dudes. See. This is the funny part. A lot of guys, man. The reason why they get all fucked up in the game is because they when they deal with girls, they have this illusion or this fantasy that this girl is just this girl at home knitting sweaters and reading books and just staying in the house and being all fucking on some super nun type of shit. And then when they come around, they're the first guy or maybe the second guy she's been with, and they're gonna find this virgin type of chick, and I'm like, yo, these chicks are out here getting it in. You feel what I'm saying? And you should not care about none of that shit. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
Because caring about that,
it's not your business.
It's nonsense. But go ahead, what were you saying?
Look, it doesn't matter what she's doing. That's not your girl. That's not your woman. That's not your responsibility.
Exactly.
That's not your life. But there's even more stuff now because what's it called? I'm starting training over here at this family restaurant because we're like a big restaurateur family over here in southern Louisiana.
Right.
Like Baton Rouge and stuff. So I'm like being trained by people in my family who have been doing this stuff and like big time entrepreneurs. And basically, I'm going to end up getting my own restaurant and stuff.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'll get to run it for like 2 years. Like, I'm going to be saving up fucking money, working that shit out again, buying guns, training this shit, because, like, I'm trying to be a soldier in the Israel Defense Forces, to be a contractor, because, I mean, I like that. I have an uncle who's a contractor. He isn't married. He's the happiest person I know. He's a fucking war fighter. He's an investor. All the money he got from fighting wars and stuff for big companies here in America, invested all of that. Like, he apartments and shit. He's an entrepreneur, and that's what I want, you know?
Right.
I like that kind of lifestyle. So I was just thinking, you know, I don't think I would have gotten to this point if I hadn't found Mr. Locario on YouTube. So,
Hey, I appreciate it, bro.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate it, bro. But you know that it's still all you though, because this is what I always tell people. You know, I'm just here as the guide. You know, I just want to help you guys out, but it's really up to you guys to push it to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? To really go in. So that's what it is. But I appreciate that, man.
You showed me the door. I had to open it and walk through it.
Exactly. That's what it is, bro. But y'all appreciate the call, man. You keep doing your thing, man. All right.
All right, man.
All right. Peace. Yeah, man. Oh, for all you people who are in the New Orleans area, I'm gonna be out there at the end of December. So holla at me if you're in that area. You feel me? Yo, what's going on? Who's this? You.
Hello.
What's poppin'? Who's this? What's going on? Hello?
Hello.
Yo, you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, so Jose.
What's going on, Jose? What's up with you? What's going on with you?
Man, it sounds weird. I never did this before.
What happened? What's going on with you, bro? Got to get it together. What's going on?
I texted earlier about the girl I was seeing in my job.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been together for a year, and you know, we was really feeling each other like really hard in the beginning. I was flirting with her really hard. You know, I would come by on my department. I would, you know, she'd come and get coffee for me and everything. I would just slip my number on the cup. And I didn't think she was gonna call me, and all of a sudden out of the blue, like she wanted to go up with me to the store. I walked to the store together, and all of a sudden she called me out.
Wait, hold on. So wait.
What else is this?
Hold on.
I didn't know who it was because.
Hold on, wait. So you said there's a girl at your job, and y'all messing around. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it was supposed to be messing around at first.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just flirting with her and everything, and I didn't expect her like to be on me like that, you know. So we was walking to the store. This happened a year ago, and
Wait, a year ago.
You know,
Hold on, wait.
wait.
Hold on. Are you still fucking with this girl?
So what happened is I just came back from DR like a couple of months ago.
Okay, I want to get to the meat and potatoes of this story. So, is this a chick you fucking with? Like, what's going on with her now? What's happening?
I came back from DR, and then she was like, she needed to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
She needed to talk to me, and then I approached her, and I was like, oh, well, what happened? And she was just like, she was ignoring me and everything. It was like, it's been a year. It was going to be our anniversary soon, and she just started ignoring me.
Wait. Hold on. Stop.
Yeah.
Wait, did you just say it was going to be your anniversary?
Yeah, a year.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Because at first,
No, wait, stop.
Messing around, and then feelings got really deep, and then we just started getting deep. Because we were telling each other not to fall for each other. Like we would just keep platonic, like we were just gonna mess around. But then
hold on, is this your girlfriend?
Yeah, the girlfriend now. Yeah.
Wait. See, this is what I'm confused because you're saying this just some chick you was messing with at your job. Then you said you haven't heard from her. This happened last year, and you was in DR. Then you came back.
No, this was a year ago.
Right.
Yeah, this was a year ago that happened. But I just came back from DR like a month ago.
And so hold on, wait. So y'all was still together that whole year you was in DR?
No, I came back from DR for vacation.
Okay.
So we were together for a year, like.
So y'all were so wait, hold on, stop.
A year ago.
So y'all were boyfriend.
Hold
on. I'm trying to get the story straight. So y'all were boyfriend and girlfriend for a year. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And then so now did y'all broke up when you went to DR or what happened?
No, we didn't break up yet. She was just acting real shady as soon as she said she was going back to school. So
okay.
She's got 2 jobs now, going back to school, online school. So that means a lot of essays and stuff. But I'm saying if you're really saying that you feel for a person, you know, and everything,
right.
You just don't drop them like that. You make time for a person. You know what I mean? Like I make time for you. You like you said, you got to give 50 and 50. She wasn't giving me the 50. She was giving me 20.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This is what I'm asking you, though. This is what I'm asking you. What I'm trying to get here, because it sounds confusing because you're saying that this is a girl at your job. Now you're saying that this was your girlfriend now. So are we clear on this is your girlfriend? This is your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, it's my girlfriend now. But like I said, when we first started, it was just messing around. Like I didn't expect. I was just wanted to smash, and then that's it.
Right, so now you're saying that she's your girlfriend. And you went to DR for a year, and she was your girlfriend, so it was a long distance relationship.
No, it was. We didn't go to DR for a year.
No,
I went on vacation by myself for a week.
Okay,
but we were together for a year.
Okay, so you went on vacation for a week. You came back, and what happened?
I came back because you know in DR your cell phone will work. Mm-hmm. So when I came back, I checked my cell phone. She says we need to talk. That was like 4 days before that I came back, so I call her and I'm like, "Oh, what's going on? Like, what we need to talk about?"
And what she said?
And she's just like, "Don't worry about it, whatever." So I approached her at work. I was like, "What happened?" And she goes, she just starts ignoring me and everything. So I approached her car on my lunch break one day, and I was like, "Yo, tell me what's going on, because I don't like to be in the air." I was like, "If you're gonna tell me it's over, just tell me it's over." She just screamed at me, say, "Yeah, it's over," and I need to call my kids now. Like, leave me alone. Like, how you do a 360 like that, man? Before I went on break, we was doing our shift, and she's sitting on my lap.
Wait, are you? Hold on.
On my lap, doing her thing.
Hold on. Wait. So
how you do a 360 like that?
My question is, are you sure this is your girlfriend? Because this sounds like a chick you liked, and you was fucking around with her, and you just decided in your mind she's your girlfriend. Because that don't sound like girlfriend behavior. To when you get back from vacation, she's acting all funny like that without saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this?
No, she was saying that she was on that jealous thing, like saying that I'm hers and.
No. But this is what I'm trying to ask you. Look, hold on. This is what I'm trying to get to the point. Did you and her have a conversation where you said you're my girl and I'm your boyfriend? Did y'all have that conversation? Period.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so y'all were together, right?
I was constantly even telling her that I love her, but the thing is, well, she's scared of that word love. So as I would say it to her, but she would never say it to me back. But she would show me. I'd be driving, she'd be kissing my hand and looking at me a certain way, because girls, they look at you
right.
With, that certain
and
eye.
So basically,
that, like, that's love right there. Cause see, that's cool.
And so basically, you're saying that when you came back from DR, she said she got to talk, and then she just was like, "I don't want to fuck with you no more," and that's where you guys are at right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is that I made coffee recently, and then her friend came along and was like, "Yo, can I have some coffee?" I was like, "Yo, sure, no problem." I'd be trying to make her jealous now. Ever since that happened, I'd be hugging her friend or whatever, and she'd be trying to like look at me like, "Yeah, whatever." So I just gave her some coffee. She goes, "Let me give her this girl some coffee."
They saying in the chat room you lying. They saying that she was never your girlfriend.
No, I'm not lying, bro.
But this is what I would say. This is what I would do to wrap. This is what I would do to wrap this up, though. Look, if that was your girl, right, and she's acting this way, period, you just need to drop her. Period. That's it. Just drop her. Like, don't even think twice about this shit. Like, that's grounds for dismissal. See, that's the thing. Like, a lot of times, you guys, you're indulging too much into women's fuckery. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the thing that, you know, we talk about even on today's show, wasting time. You're wasting time with this shit. Like, call that shit a day. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is, if she was your girlfriend or y'all was together, and she's saying, I need to talk to you, and then all of a sudden she don't want to say shit, and then all of a sudden she's just like, oh, it's over or whatever, then okay, cool, we're done. Like, I'm good. And then you keep that shit pushing. You see what I'm saying?
Why is she still trying to holler at me then? Like, she'll text me saying,
because she's a woman,
okay,
dude. Because she's a girl. Because she's a girl, son. Because she's a female. You understand? Because she's a female. Females do that. This is the thing. Chicks are gonna do shit like that. They're gonna do woman shit. What you have to do as a man is you have to be able to say, okay, listen, this is what we're gonna do. You gotta tell the girl, this is what we're gonna do. If you're not doing what we're gonna do, you're done. It's just like if you go to a job and your job says, listen, you're gonna be here from 9 to 5. You're gonna, do A, B, and C, and that's what you're gonna get paid for. Now, if you don't do those things, then you get fired. Same shit with the girl. She's not doing the girlfriend shit. She's fired. Get rid of her. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Get rid of her ass. Period. It's like there's nothing left to even discuss because in fact, the fact that she's actually acting the way she's acting now and what she did before, that already shows you that this chick is all over the place and she don't know what the fuck she's doing. You see what I'm saying? So you need to remove yourself from that situation, get with a better chick, and then keep that shit pushing. That's it. You see what I'm saying? That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, dude, because I'm listening to this story and I'm like, wait a second, like, you talking about anniversaries and shit and all that other stuff, and if you guys are together and your anniversary is, here or that day, and she's acting like that or around your anniversary or on your anniversary, what kind of shit is that? You see what I mean?
I mean, it wasn't there yet. I was approaching her. I was like, yo, it's coming, our anniversary is coming soon. Like,
right. And
so, why are you acting like this?
Oh, exactly. So if she's acting like
she's
that.
telling me, I have a lot. She's telling me I have a lot on my plate right now. I have school. I have my kids.
So then tell her to handle that. Tell her to handle that. Be like, okay, cool. Handle that. Goodbye. You understand what I'm saying? Good luck. That's all you got to do. See.
And now I'm ignoring her. I'm ignoring her at work, and then she's still trying to holler at me. I'm like, I just ignore her still. I'm like, I have no time for that, but you're still trying to holler at a person. And then she's like, when she walks by me, she's looking up like I just don't know. I'm like, girl, you're the one who broke up with me, and then you're acting like you hurting. Like, get the hell out of here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's how chicks do. You feel what I'm saying? But don't pay that no mind. That's what I'm saying. Don't pay that no mind.
I'm always telling her, you always playing that reversal role, like that reverse psychology shit. You do something wrong, and then you're gonna try to switch it up on me and make it seem like it's my fault.
Right, but see, that's why you got to drop her. You see? They say it in the chat when they say real niggas don't remember anniversaries. You guys are hilarious. But yo, dude, all you got to do is just ignore this chick, man. Just ignore her, drop it, tell her it's over, and keep that shit pushing. Don't even like.
I can admit, I was in love with her because most of the time we went on even on breaks. So every time, even now, I'm walking around and I'm looking. I'm like, damn, we made out here,
right?
We made out there.
But see that you got to shake that shit off, bro.
I don't even want to go outside anymore. I'll just stay inside, go to sleep.
Right. Don't even stress that because see, you're living in those past moments. Those moments are done. It's over. Like just appreciate you had them and then keep that shit pushing. You understand? Because if she talking about, I got school and my kids and yada yada yada, dude, get another chick who's gonna give you a better situation. You feel what I'm saying? A better situation. Like I met this dude the other day. This nigga told me, he said he just dumped his fiance because she was a whole bunch of drama and a whole bunch of fuck shit. And then this nigga told me, he said, yo, I'm looking for a boring chick. I want a chick who's boring as fuck. That's what I'm looking for. You feel what I'm saying? Because he knows all that rah-rah nonsense is some bullshit. You want a chick who's going to cooperate, a chick who's going to make shit easy for you, and that's it. You see what I'm saying? That is it, bro. You feel me? So that's it, man. But yo, but dude, you know, just keep that shit pushing, man. All right.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Take care, bro. So you gotta join that Bad Boy membership, man. you gotta go in that Bad Boy membership heavy. You say he turned on Carl Thomas. I wish I never met her at all. Yo, what's going on?
Yo.
What's poppin'?
Oh, what's good, bro? All right, I didn't know if I was on. It's Casey from Cali. How you doing, bro?
What up? What's going on with you, man?
Chilling. I wanted to tell you something. I think this will help you guys out. Remember you said get the business cards. I think you've been saying that for a long time.
Right.
And get the business cards and then give them out. So what I would do, because I'm way into like approaching in public, it's a big difference. It's more advantage for me. So I'm out here in Cali, and when I give it out, I would just give it to them, and then nothing would happen. So then it was just like yeah, you got to tell them a time though in the day, and then that made all the difference in the world, like really. So I wanted to say that. But what other tips, as far as just straight up in public, like I try to fit it in like every day, because I got a tough schedule, but I'll do it before I go to work. You know what I'm saying? So to hear these guys that ain't really doing nothing and they making excuses, if you want to do something, you just gonna do it. You gonna figure it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what tips you think, like what helps out your advantages in closing and trying to make it more successful? Should I flirt? Like what else you think could help?
Well, the thing is, one, you know, as far as the time issue, because a lot of guys that hit me up and they're like, yo, how do you find time? Because dudes like, oh, I work all week and this and this and that. So you gotta do it.
Easy. There's Starbucks.
You gotta do it wherever you're at. So if you go like after work, if you go to the store to get something to eat, if there's a chick in there, holler at her. If you go to the gym, you see a chick, holler at her. If you go in the elevator, there's a girl that holler at her. If you walk in down the street, you see a girl you want to talk to. So every opportunity you can get, and then also most dudes who work 9 to 5, you know, a lot of them work during the week. So if you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, you feel what I'm saying, and you ain't got nothing else you doing, then go out to these spots, go out to these bars, go out to these, you know, joints and do that. But as far as you know, to make it more beneficial, and this is what I stress a lot of times, is that guys need to be more assertive. You understand, in the situations that they're talking to girls. So, for example, what I notice a lot of times, even when I go out a lot of times, guys they'll talk to girls, but they're just talking. They're not really going in to let the girl know and let the girl feel that you know he wants to make it happen. You understand? So it's almost like you have to solidify it to her in a lot of cases for her to really feel that it's something serious. Because this is what you gotta understand. Sometimes you'll talk to a girl, and if you're just talking on some regular shit, some small talk shit the whole time, and you're just like kind of just, you know, on some regular platonic shit, she don't know that you trying to holler. Like dudes think just because you go up to a girl, she thinks that you're gonna holler. Some girls assume that, because so this is why when you go up to a girl in the street, she'll assume that. But if you're like at a party, if you're at a bar, an event, whatever, but if you're talking to a girl and you're just having a conversation, she just thinks you're having a conversation. She's not sure you're into it. You see what I mean? So
yeah, I hear you on that.
So this is what you got to do though. What you have to do is your whole vibe and your whole energy has to be extremely sexual and flirtatious most of the time you're talking to her. You understand? It should be a gradual process to flirting and sexual tension. So and the thing is, you got to be more assertive with it. So for example, I tell guys, like if you talking to a girl, you say, hey, what's going on? How you doing? What's your name? Oh, Stephanie, nice to meet you. I'm Locario. So, you know, you come here a lot? Yeah, you know, she's like, yeah, I come here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know one of my friend, he's a DJ. He be spinning here sometime. But anyway, listen, you know, I'm probably going to get out of here real soon. But, you know, I was checking you out a few minutes ago. I had to come over and say hi because you got some sexy ass lips. Like, what's good with you? You know, like, so now she knows that I'm trying to fuck with her. You feel what I'm saying? So now, me saying that, you basically have to say something for her to respond to you flirting and to you being sexual. If there's no flirting or sexual shit going on, you're giving her nothing to respond to. So if I'm just sitting there saying, oh, so where do you live and what do you do for work, and it's nice weather out today, and oh, so that, like if you're just doing regular talk the whole time, shit don't, and this is what guys do. They'll do regular talk the whole time, and then they'll try to ask for the number at the end, which doesn't really work that much because you're not building really sexual attention. Right. You see what I'm saying? So it has to go from small talk, flirting and sexual attention, closing the deal. You see what I'm saying? Not just small talk and then closing the deal. Because a lot of times when you just small talk and close the deal, she hasn't felt anything from you yet. She don't really know your vibe as a sexual guy. As what, like, basically it's like this. It's like, I'll give it to you guys in the way you can understand as far as for a woman. It's like if I had a girl in a room, over there somewhere behind the door, and I said, yo, do you want to fuck that girl behind the door? You gonna ask me some information. You're gonna be like, how's she look? She got big titties, she got small titties, she got a fat ass, she black, white.
That's true.
Right.
Okay.
So you need to know more information before you really actually make a decision to say, yeah, I'll fuck her. You understand what I'm saying? So now, when you're talking to a girl, the information she gets is the energy that you're giving, that sexual energy that makes her say, damn, the way that he came at me got me wet, therefore I want to fuck him. You see what I'm saying? But see, if you don't have that energy, she don't know if she want to fuck you. You see what I'm saying? She don't know. All she can go off of is your look. So she might think you're cute, but that's it. She's gonna be like, well, what else he got? And if she doesn't think you're cute and you're not her physical type, then it's gonna be even harder because since you're not her physical type and you're not laying down no game, she's gonna be like, what the fuck I'm doing with this dude? But when you lay down that game, that gets her in the mood to want to fuck with you. This is why men watch porn and women read romance novels. You understand what I'm saying? Because their feelings of what they're hearing and what's being said turns them on. It's not just what's happening there. It's all about that feeling she gets. And unfortunately, most dudes don't know how to, put that feeling out. You see what I'm saying?
That's dope. Okay, so can I ask you one more question about the online, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I noticed that, and sometimes it's a test too, like 5-10 messages, I usually just close it off. Like, yo, we don't talk outside of here. I don't like going back and forth online. And I'll ask for their number, or sometimes coffee, but mostly the number so I can text. So I noticed that the ones that's really feeling me, they just put out the number, no more than 5 messages sometimes. And if they don't, is that they really ain't fucking with you? Because I know some will that like you though. So is that standard, you think, for all of them? If they don't do it by that amount of time, they're not really fucking with you if you don't get it, or they make the excuse? No,
that's not it. We got to understand there's different levels of attraction that a chick will feel for a dude. So one girl, she might be so attracted to you and feeling you so much that she's like, yo, here, take my number, holla at me, right? Another girl, she might think you're physically attractive, but she wants to know more about you, so she's sort of like still having that conversation. And then you got the girls who are either attention whores or who don't really like you at all, who's not going to really do nothing with you. So just because the girl doesn't give you,
get away from the attention whores,
right. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to necessarily paint all women in one broad brush, but you got to understand there's the different levels. So if you see a girl, she just throws the number at you a lot of times. What happens is that's showing extreme interest. So okay, this girl. She's being cooperative. She's feeling it heavy. Now, let me say this, though, for all you guys out there. Usually, if you match with a girl on Tinder and she messages you first and the first thing she sends you is her number, that's usually spam. I'm just letting you know. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? So that's some bullshit.
And they'll be all extra hot and shit.
Right, exactly. That's usually some spam shit.
Yeah.
But if you match with a girl and you send her a message, or she sends you a message, you send a few more, and then she's like, if she volunteers the number, or you say, hey, let me get your number, and she gives it to you, then that's extreme interest. Then you got the girls in the middle where it's like they sort of want to get to know a little bit more, because sometimes, and this is another thing too, I always tell guys on Tinder and even on, they probably do it on other sites, but I know on Tinder they don't. So on Tinder or on Bumble or whatever it is, make sure you put your height on there. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, make sure you put your height on there.
Especially if you're a tall dude. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of times what women do is, and not all women, but some women, what they'll do is they'll try to have a conversation with you or go back and forth with you to figure out how tall you are, or they'll be like, oh, like they'll ask a whole bunch of questions, and they're just trying to sort of figure this shit out. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the thing you don't want to happen is that a girl meets you and she thinks you're like shorter. You feel what I'm saying? Than she thought you were. She sees, she's like, damn, this guy's too short, and then that fucks up the whole thing. Versus if you let her know what it is, and then you don't have to waste time to meet her. If you understand what I'm saying? If that's going to be an issue, you see what I mean? So that's one thing that guys could get to make happen. You see what I mean?
But you said, what do you call those pictures? You said hairstyles, right? Now, you're completely right. I think it'll separate you if you got a few. But like, how many do you definitely need to probably get some play? Because they ain't cheap. So but I'm definitely gonna get into it.
For what? For which one are you talking about?
Like, how many headshots would you need, like, on like your profile? You think?
Oh, for like the profile to make it. Well, the thing is, you can just have like 3 to 4 pictures. You know what I'm saying? And at least one of them, at least one. I mean, it's better. It's better if you have more than one, but at least one.
Oh, at least one. Okay,
should be professional looking. You feel what I'm saying? Should be extremely professional looking.
Okay, I got you.
And that should be your main picture. And then there's other things you could do. Have pictures with you and a girl. Have a picture of you actually doing some activity. Have a picture, of you like with friends or whatever. So you can mix it up so it sort of tells a story about your life. Because when chicks look at your shit, they're looking to sort of get an idea of what you might be when they interact with you. You understand? Because this is the thing, women are looking at every fucking thing. Like, they're looking at how you look. So they're like, oh, am I attracted to him? You understand? Is he the type of guy I'm attracted to? Then they're looking at what might he be into? What is he about? Oh, I see him hanging out with all these friends and he looks like he's having a good time. So he might be a cool guy because, all these cool people are hanging out with him. Oh, I see a picture with him.
You know what? You're right. You know why you're right? Because a few messages, I would be like, I got like, oh my God, what's your name? And then I tell them, and then before you say anything, I need to read your profile. I was like, okay.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. That's the thing with the looks thing, is that I always tell guys that there's chicks that's going to be into your look. You understand? So they're gonna be like, oh, I like the way he looks, so they're gonna scroll through your pictures or whatever. Then once they're scrolling through it, you want to have at least 1 or 2 things that show something about you. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's going to be the thing that's going to, because for us, when we see a girl's pictures, we're just looking, oh, she's bad. Oh, she got a fatty. Oh, she got some titties. Let me holler. You understand what I'm saying? For them, it's like, for them, it's like, oh, I'm attracted to him. Then it's like, oh, he actually jogs. Oh, he plays the guitar. Oh, he has a pet. He has friends he hangs out with. All that other shit. Like, so it creates a story in their mind of what you might be, which increases your chances of them wanting to fuck with you. So, and also too, for example, the thing is, what a lot of guys do, like, let's say say it again?
No, you're right. And then what just for the guys, I'm gonna run off with this. The guys that straight up just thinking about licks, I'm gonna say this, and this might help them out. When I was like big, man. I was like 300 something pounds, right? So I was in a relationship, but I was always getting girls just because of the way I thought. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm in the best shape of my life, and I was faithful, so I wasn't talking to no women. Now I need help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it ain't even that. Like, I look better than I ever did. So it can't be. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. So that's guys saying that they don't want to work. That's all it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that too, you got to understand. Sometimes a chick will be intimidated if you're looking a certain way. Meaning, if you look too good, they might not want to fuck with you. Because even I had that happen with me a few times where there was this girl. It was funny. There was this girl I actually met in person who I matched with on Tinder, but she never responded to me. So I sent her a message, but she never responded. And I ran into her on a train. I was like, yo, I was like, I know you. I was like, I think we matched on Tinder and shit. So I went into my Tinder joint and I pulled up her profile. I was like, yeah. She was like, oh. She's like, oh, what's up? So she starts laughing. So I was like, why you ain't hit me back? Like that, I was like, that's rude. How you not gonna hit me back? Blah, blah, blah. I was like playing around with her. And she was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. She was like, I looked at your pictures and she was like, I thought you was one of those douchebag type of guys because, you got that look like you got mad chicks. You see what I'm saying? And so I didn't get a response from her just because she assumed, you see what I'm saying? That she's like, oh, he'd probably get mad. I'm fucking with him. You see what I mean? And so that shit can backfire. This is why I be trying to get guys to understand the whole spectrum of everything when it comes to women. It's not just like, oh, just because you look this certain way, every girl's gonna. Now, of course, there's girls that fucked with me because they thought I was attractive and I was their type. Just like I always say, you're probably, the way you look, there's gonna be girls who think that you're their type and that'll probably see me and not like me. You see what I'm saying? And vice versa. So it all depends on who you're dealing with. But for the online joints, just make sure you got a one picture at least that's professional. You see what I'm saying? And get it photoshopped too. That's what I always tell dudes. Get your shit photoshopped. Make sure it's photoshopped good, not in a way where it looks weird and fake, but photoshopped to where, if you got like a pimple on your cheek, take the pimple out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and just, make that shit happen. You see what I'm saying? So that could work.
So what I think, and I appreciate your help. What I think is, let's just say Mr. Locario wrong, I'm wrong, and it is all about looks. What do you guys got to lose, man? It's 2 billion women, and if y'all put in the work and talk to like 50 to 100 girls, you wouldn't even be calling. You'd be like, damn, I can't be dealing with all this shit.
Right, exactly. Because either way, somebody's gonna like the way you look at some point. You feel what I'm saying? So no
matter what, it has to be like that. I mean, I think it has to.
No, and that's what I'm saying. And it's supposed to be, because this is the thing. Unless you have like the exception is if you have like a physical deformity. You feel what I'm saying? Like maybe you were born a certain way where you got a weird shaped head, or you don't got no nose, or you only got one eye, or some crazy shit.
That's still a conversation piece.
Right, exactly. And you can still make that work if you're right. You see what I mean? You can still make that work. But I'm just saying that off of that, it would be, I could understand a guy like that saying, damn, just because of my look, it's harder for me. You feel what I'm saying? I could understand a guy like that. But if you got 2 eyes, a mouth, and a nose in the same place as everybody else, you can't complain about this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because you just got to put in that work and make this shit happen. The problem though is this is the real issue. Dudes want shit to be fair. That's why. You see what I'm saying? And that's the issue. Guys want the game to be fair. The game is not fair.
If we was wrong about that, it would only be 10 people on the earth. I mean, how people mass producing if everybody just can't get with nobody?
Right, exactly. Right. But see, that's too much logic for motherfuckers to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they don't understand that, right?
No, seriously, that's too much. Right, because I'm like, how are we getting all these quote unquote ugly people if only the hot people are getting together?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Makes no fucking sense. So it's like, I'm like, dude, this shit is crazy.
That's what you know what I'm saying? Work with what you got till you get what you want.
Exactly. Real shit.
It can't be but I'll tell you something, bro. You break the game down on nobody. I used to follow Tariq close, and I think he's good. Like for general confidence, but he don't break it down. As far as breaking it down, you got that. Do you know him?
Oh, Tariq Nasheed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dude. Like I've been. You ever listen to Tariq Nasheed podcast? I fucking promote my joints on like every one of his shows, man. Tariq Nasheed is cool. I met him twice, and he's a real cool dude, man. I appreciate what he do for the game, because like Tariq Nasheed put that shit down. You
what
feel
type
what I'm
of
saying?
dude is he when you met him?
Wait, say it again?
Oh, he put it down. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because
what type of dude is he when you met him?
Oh no, he's cool as fucking hell, bro. I met him twice when he came to New York, because he did some lectures out here, and I remember the first time I heard about him was the Art of Mackin book, and I was like, I read that shit years ago, and so the thing was, I was like, I think like he was one of like the first cats out here really putting the game down heavy. You feel what I'm saying? Before dudes was doing all that PUA shit. Nah, he was out there getting it in. So, much respect to Tariq Nasheed, for real. He gets it in. So that motherfucker, he gets that shit going heavy. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Well, thank you for your time, my brother. I'll be calling you in soon.
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, later.
All right, later.
Yeah, man. How is the stream going? This shit look like the output is crazy. Can you guys see me? Well, the playback will be cool. You know what I'm saying? The playback is always good. So if ever the shit is acting funny, just understand that the playback is going to be off the hook. All right, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
What's up, Mr. Locario? This Blue Man, bro, out of Georgia.
What up? What's going on with you, bro?
Nothing much, bro. Just trying to get my balls sauteed, bro.
Hilarious.
But
So what's going on, man?
oh, my bad, bro. What'd you say?
I said, what's going on with you? What else is going on with you?
Nothing much, bro.
Hello?
No, I'm just chilling, bro. But I was trying to well, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So sometimes I be having trouble. Like I talk to girls. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong because I talk to girls like at work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while they're at work,
Mm-hmm.
or because I stay in the country, and there might be an issue too. But sometimes when you were just talking to that guy where he was talking about looks,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I feel like, you know, like the same situation that you had with that girl on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes that's what they might be thinking because, you know, it was like you said before, it might be some type of control thing. And I don't know, you know, when you're in the country, you know, competition for, you know, females is kind of, you know, fierce.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's good looking girls down here because, you know, I see them all the time at work, but, you know, that's my place of work. That's my, you know, my holy place of making money.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't trying to fuck that up.
Right.
So, you know, when I see chicks, the only chicks I see is like at, you know, Walmart or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I think that might be the case because I was talking to one chick and she had a, you know, fat ass or whatever. She had a okay looking body. And I asked her, you know, does she work out? But she don't work out. But she got yoga pants on, so she, you know, showing off that ass. So, you know, come to find out, she married.
Right.
And then she was telling me how she went to school in Atlanta, but she came back to the country.
Right.
So I'm
Well,
thinking that.
well,
I'm thinking it might. You said what?
No, I was gonna say so are you saying that because you're saying that in the where you're at is you know you're not you know you go to work you see the chicks but then you go to like you don't want to fuck with the chicks at work of course because you at work and then you only see chicks at like Walmart or just like in passing or whatever and stuff like that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right. So the thing is, and do you have any like clubs or bars or whatever in your area that you go to?
I just started going to the club, but you know, well, I just started going to the club down here. I used to take trips up to Atlanta. I ain't no, you know, nice hotels I can take a girl to or whatever. That wasn't, you know, too far or whatever. So, you know, I just started going to the bars, like, you know, where I grew up at. And, you know, it's you know, it's a lot of flat asses in there. Let me just say that. So, ain't really what I'm looking for.
Well, the thing is, you know, it's like I told this other caller the other show where he was saying that in his area, shit ain't really popping. And like any of you guys that's in those type of areas, you got to find the nearest area to you that, you know, has things going on. You feel what I'm saying? And then what you might need to do is cultivate situations in those new areas. You understand? Because I have a friend, one of my good friends. He's from Philly, and he's always in New York City. You understand? He always comes out here to go to the bars, the clubs, to meet chicks out here, and he has like a few chicks in New York City who he fucks with. So sometimes he'll actually go spend a night at a chick's house that he knows already that he's been fucking with, but then he'll go out during the day and talk to other girls, and then at night go to the other girl's house to spend a night, and then go back out, you know, and then fuck with other chicks. So he sets his shit up lovely just in that area because he knows that there's more shit popping for him in New York than in Philly. So the same thing happens with you. Like if you said you was going near to Atlanta and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you might in Atlanta is crawling with chicks who's thirsty because there's a lot of dudes out there that that's on that gay stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a lot of dudes, there's a lot of chicks that's waiting for like straight dudes to put their bid in. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So So yeah.
I got another question. When
Yeah,
you
go
were
ahead.
talking about small talk going to flirting. Now, with the small talk going to flirting, I'm trying to figure out: do you touch the girl while you flirting, or do you touch the girl after you flirt with her, or something like that? Like I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Like I be hearing stuff like these new laws that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like harassment type
Right.
shit, or Me Too, or whatever bullshit. And I'm trying to figure out: do I touch the girl on her hand? Like do I touch her on her shoulder? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't trying to catch no case.
Right. Now I feel you, and that's the thing. A lot of dudes they're scared out here now because of that shit. And I actually have for you guys out there. This is why you guys got to join the Bad Boy membership, because the new Bad Boy membership program I'm dropping is called Reading Women, and it deals with learning how to read chicks so that you know when to you really go in, when to fall back, and all this other stuff. But to answer your question, when you're flirting with a chick, so what it is you want to go from small talk to flirting just verbally, meaning you're just saying shit. Now, once she's being receptive to what you're saying with you verbally flirting, then you can move into touching. You see what I mean? Because it's supposed to go in stages. Now, the only exception is if you're flirting with a girl and then she starts touching you first, then you can start touching her. You see what I mean? Because she's already showing that interest. You see what I mean? But in general, what you want to do is when you're flirting with the girl, you want to see her reaction to your flirting, right? And then through that, then you start the touching. So, for example, if I'm talking to a girl and I'm having small talk and then I start flirting with her and I say something like, hey, damn, you looking sexy as fucking hell. Like, you the hottest fucking chick in here, blah, blah, blah. And then let's say she starts like giggling and laughing at that shit. You understand? So it's showing that she's kind of like, she's feeling it. You understand? And then I say, yo, you got some sexy ass lips. You need to bring them over here so I could kiss them or whatever, right? So now if she's moving toward me and she's like, oh yeah, really, blah, blah, blah. She's rolling up all up on me. That's showing interest. Now, at that point, I could, touch her on her arm, grab her hand or whatever, and then pull her into me and start kissing her. You see what I mean? But let's say if I'm flirting with the girl or I'm having small talk and I flirt with the girl and I say something to her like, oh, you got some sexy ass lips. And she sort of like backs up and she's like, what? She's like, why would you say that to me? That's disgusting. Like, what do you talk like that to all the women? And like her tone is all like, very negative. Then of course I'm not going to touch her because her tone is negative to that. You see what I'm saying? So that's right. So the thing is the flirting is giving you the indication of if you should, the verbal flirting, because touching is also flirting, but the verbal flirting is giving you the indication of whether you should continue and then to touch her. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, and you got to know how to read these chicks' expressions, read that energy, hear her tone, because there's a difference between, because a girl could say the same thing, like two girls could say the same exact thing, but based off of their tone and the way that their facial expressions, it's two different things. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta understand like what she's doing and what she's saying when she's making it happen. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is, bro. You feel me? But yo, I got
another question.
Hold on, I got a few more people calling up, bro. So I'm gonna have to let you go. But if you remember, guys, if you want to ask me more questions, you gotta sign up for the game session. Okay, so you get me for a whole half an hour to yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So if you guys want to, so if you guys want to do that, you can make that happen. But yo, I appreciate the call, but I got a few more people that's been calling up. I got to get to them in a second. All right.
All right, gotcha.
All right, peace. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. You got to, if you want to get that shit popping, make sure you sign up for the Mr. Locario 30-minute game sessions. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
What's up, Mr. Locario? This Quan, man, calling from Indiana. How you doing?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just cruising the streets a little bit, trying to see what I'm gonna get into tonight.
Cool. So what's going on?
Not much, man. I was just calling to get some advice, man, because I had started my own business with my friends, and we throw events and coordinate events and put stuff together. Now, I was trying to get a podcast started. So, any advice you can give me on the podcast, or maybe a couple how-tos, or what to do, or what to expect?
Yeah, well, you could. The thing that I use is this thing called Spreaker, and so you can use that to do your podcast because it's a program. You could download the program to your desktop. You just click it open and you just hit record, and it has like a lot of sound effects. It has things you can upload. So if you want to upload like a theme song, you just upload the theme song or press play, and then it all records live. And you could also work with it through Skype. So you can download Skype and download Spreaker, and you can start it through there. Say that again.
You said Streaker, S-T-R-E-A-K-E-R?
No, Spreaker, S-P-R-E-A-K-E-R, Spreaker. Like it's like speaker, but Spreaker with a P, Spreaker, S-P.
Okay.
Yeah. So Google that, and they have they'll you can see all the information on that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that could work.
Because man, I feel like I'm trying to get our team to build a following, so more people come out to our events, maybe more people buy products. So I kind of watched how you went about it, and I noticed that the Bad Boy Show and things like that. Even with me personally, starting out watching your videos on YouTube when you were like a few years back, that made me buy the How to Have Sex with Two Women Today because of your information. So your what you put out there kind of encouraged me to want to buy product.
Right. That's what's up. Yeah, because all you really got to do is you just got to make sure that you're consistent with it though. You know what I'm saying? So don't start it and then stop it. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's how you're gonna lose the momentum. That's how you want to keep the shit. Every like make it a habit. Just like every Friday, I do this every Friday at the same time. So then people come to expect it and it becomes part of the routine of what they're doing if they're into that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're able to continuously do that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all it is. You just got to be consistent. Yeah, man. Yeah, so that's what it is, bro.
Okay, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to booking you, man, to come out here to Chicago, man. I'm trying to do I got a thing where I do every January now.
Yeah, let me know.
Let me know. Year starting up with,
let me
it's
know.
It's gonna be like a love sex type of thing where I'm gonna have a speaker come out, professional dating coach or whatever. I want you on the next one, definitely. So I'm gonna definitely stay in touch with you on that. So I appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, hit me up. All right.
For sure.
All right, peace. All right, let me see who this is. Yeah, what's going on? What's popping?
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Locario, man?
What's going on? Who's this?
I'm good, man. It's Ryan from Columbus. How you doing?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
What's going on, man? Got two quick questions. So, you probably did a lot in New York. How do you go about when you smash a chick, but live in the city?
Wait, say that again?
So you smash a chick, but she don't live in your city, so she fly out the next day. How do you go about seeing her again? Or you don't, you just charge her?
Oh, so like if you meet a chick and she's not from where you're at and she's going to be leaving like the next day?
Yeah, but you smashed her that night, and then she left in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, you just keep that shit pushing, bro. Like if because don't try no long distance. That shit ain't gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? Like what you do is this is that after you smash it, just be like, yo, I had a good time. Holla at me when you back in the city, or let's say if you happen to travel to where she's at, be like, yo, I'll holler at you if I come around your way, and then now see what can happen again. But usually in those situations when a chick is out of town, she's just looking to get some quick dick and keep it moving. You understand? A lot of times they're not really trying to keep shit going. Now, usually if they want to, they'll hit you up. You understand? But you ain't got to worry about hitting them up. Like if they want to make something happen, they'll hit you up. But still don't try to get into no long distance, let's get some serious shit going type of relationship, because usually that shit's not going to work. Just be on some, hey, yeah, everything was cool. Yeah, when you get back here, holler at me. And holler at me when you're back in the city. You understand? Because I've had chicks, do that. Right, go ahead. What you gonna say?
Nah, you pretty much just say keep that shit pushing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. Because I've had chicks do that shit where I meet them, they're from out of town, we get it popping, and then they keep it moving. And some of the girls, they'll like hit me up out the blue when they coming back in the city or, whatever. But it's nothing like, it's nothing where we're trying to do some long distance type of shit. Because that shit usually ain't gonna pop. You understand?
Right, ain't gonna work out. Another quick question. So when you know when like the chick, like I be trying to be cautious, when I'm in the bed with them, not be trying to push the boundary and stuff. Like when do you know when to like when they on some freaky shit, and then when to like kind of scale it down.
Right. Well, the thing is, it's just sort of like seeing her vibe in the situation, because sometimes you're going to have certain girls who just automatically, they just on some freaky shit. So you can see, so if you see they're on some freaky shit and they're just very comfortable, then it's like, you could say a little more or ask them to do a little more, you feel what I mean? But if you're with a chick and she's sort of not like regular with it or vanilla with the shit, you understand? And it's just kind of like regular, so what I mean is you're going to have chicks who you fucking them and you having sex with them, and they're just like, their whole vibe is just nasty. Like they all up in your balls. They trying to lick your ass. They trying to do a whole bunch of shit. So you're like, damn, this chick is a freak. Then you got the chicks who they'll fuck you, but they kind of just like, on some missionary shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like they just laying there and they just want to do it that one way, or they'll probably turn around. So that type of girl, you're not going to really get much out of that. So the thing is, you just got to sort of see what type of girl you're dealing with. And then if because like, for example, there's girls who you get with them and they give you head, and it's like, they give you head like that's their favorite thing to do in the world. Then you got girls who they'll give you head like it's a chore. Like they don't even want to do it. They're just like, oh, I got to suck this guy's dick. So the one who's acting like it's a chore, you ain't going to get no freaky shit out of her because she's not even on that wavelength. The one who is sucking your dick like crazy, you could probably say some shit to her and suggest it. But also remember too, it's still, it all depends on what you asking her. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't come out just out of the blue and say some like extra crazy shit, like out of the blue. You understand what I'm saying? And if you are interested in some extra crazy shit, that sort of has to be a conversation before you fucking with the girl. You feel what I'm saying? Before y'all even get into the bedroom.
Right.
You see what I mean? So
exactly.
So that's what it is. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you fucking around and she on some other shit. You feel me? So
Right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you got time for one more, bro?
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
All right. So what's the difference when you're gonna say between the last minute resistance and then just trying to like go through logistics? So it's like, for example, you got a chick, she in the hotel or whatever, and she ain't trying to leave the lobby. Like, is that last minute resistance, or is that just trying to get to the logistics? Well,
this is the thing with any of those situations. It's a lot of it is last minute resistance, but I don't even deal with last minute resistance. If I see last minute resistance, we're done. I'm not fucking with you.
But you're gonna keep that shit pushed. So you leave the club, you take the chick, she's all over and shit, and then the moment like you about to do it, and then the moment she's like, nah, just any bit of resistance, you're done.
Yep, I'm done. Like any bit, like dude, I remember one time I went to, I think I told the story before. I went to this spot, met this girl. And we kissed him, we doing all this other stuff. Then we took a cab all the way to like fucking, it was like Upper West Side, and that took like maybe 45 minutes from where we were. We got in the cab, and then I felt it. As soon as we was in the cab, something felt different. It wasn't that, it was like we were still chilling, but it was different. Then when we got to the crib, she was sort of like, we were kissing, and then she was sort of like laying on her bed, and acting like she didn't want to do nothing. So I say, yo, listen, I'm about to bounce because you seem like you getting tired or some shit. So, and like, I didn't even like take off my clothes or nothing really. Like she was half naked.
Right.
I still had on all my shit. No, I think I had my shoes off. That was it. I had my shoes off. I still had on all my shit. And then we were kissing a little bit. And then I was like, yo, I'm about to go. And she was like, oh no, don't go yet. And so she starts kissing me some more. And then as I'm kissing her, she's like, sort of laying there and sort of just have this look on her face like she's like when you be with a chick and you can tell she feels guilty for what she's doing, or she feels weird. Like, it's just that vibe you get. It's like that energy. Like, yo, something ain't right. So once I noticed that, I was like, okay, look, man, I was like, it's getting late. You seem tired, so like, I'm gonna just bounce. She's like, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, yeah. So I bounce. So anytime when it seems like she's not trying to do it, I'm the fuck out of there. I don't play around with any of that shit. So the thing is, I always tell guys, her willingness to want to do it should be 1,000%. She should be 2 steps ahead of you. She should be like ripping your clothes off. And that's what I usually do when I'm with a chick, is where, like, for example, I went on a Tinder date with this one chick. We went back to her spot, and then she was like, her roommate's coming back soon in like a half an hour. So she was like, oh, we got to hurry up and do this, because she's like, her roommate is like a hater or some shit. So we get in there, and as soon as we get into the spot, we go into the room. She's ripping my clothes off. She's unbuckling my joint. She's, like, she's doing basically most of the shit. I'm just sort of like, hey, like, I'm here for the ride. Let's fucking make it happen. So it has to be where she is she's 100% wanting it to happen. If there's any type of resistance, I'm done. Go ahead, what you're saying?
Right. Yeah, because you don't want to have no Harvey Weinstein type shit.
Exactly.
But, like, I still understand how you could say it, you like would take no resistance. I mean, like, you gotta have a little bit, right?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. No resist. Look, this is what I'm saying. Like, you want to get the chicks, because this is what I always tell guys. You're usually gonna have 3 types of girls you meet. You're gonna have the girls who are 100% into you. You're gonna have the girls who are sort of like on the fence in the middle, meaning they like you, but they're not like all the way sold. Then you're gonna have the girls who just totally don't like you at all. They just like, they're not feeling you at all, period. Now, the ones who are 100% into you, those are the ones who are going to be showing you that they are like feeling it. Now, there are some girls who they're a little bit laid back, but they'll still fuck with you, and they'll still do it. So, for example, I was on a date with this girl, and usually I like to kiss a girl while I'm on the date. When we were on a date, I didn't kiss her because she was like, oh, I don't like to kiss in public. So I said, cool, whatever, right? So I'm thinking, at first I interpreted that as she wasn't feeling me, right? So when we left the bar, we were walking to the train, we didn't even say where we were going, we just sort of walked out. And so she says, hey, do you want to come back to my place? So I was like, all right, cool, yeah. So we get on the train, go to her place. As soon as we get into the house, she's up there, tongue in my mouth, everything is a go. You feel what I'm saying? So she wasn't extremely hype on the date, but there wasn't necessarily resistance to an extent. The only thing she said was like, hey, I don't really like to kiss in public because it's embarrassing or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool, that's not a big deal. But if I'm chilling with a girl and I'm trying to kiss her or I'm trying to do something, and 1 minute she's okay with it, then the next minute she's not, and then 1 minute she's okay, then we go back to her place, and she comes back to my place, and then we get to the place, and now she doesn't want to come in the room, or she's acting like she's feeling weird about it. Like, I'm good. Like, you can bounce. I'm not gonna, like, I want you to be in. I want you to be all the way in. I don't want no questions. I don't want no ifs or buts or maybes. Nothing. You see what I'm saying? Because some dudes, like my friend Steve Daygame says, he says they have the get laid or die trying mentality. So when you have that mentality, you're trying to get sex, period. And then that's when you fuck up. That's when you make all these mistakes. That's when you end up in that Harvey Weinstein and you getting false rape accusation. No, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, trust me, it's not worth it. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
You want to make sure that...
Ain't nothing worth this freedom, for real.
Right, exactly. So you want to make sure she's fully into it. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why I say is best to see that she is coming onto you heavy. So, for example, I went on dates where I'm just having a drink with the girl, and she's already touching me. Her body language is like, she's like, all the way, like, in front of me. She's all up in my face, smiling and shit. She's feeling on my arms and everything. I got my arm around her. We're kissing and everything. She's grabbed me all over. So now I'm like, okay, this chick, she's feeling it. I could see. And sometimes I could literally see a chick that's really feeling me when I first meet her. Like, if I meet a chick off Tinder and we meet in person, and literally in the first 5 to 10 seconds, I could tell just by the way she looks at me.
Right off the jump.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Usually I could just tell, like, okay, this is a go. This is a cakewalk. Like, she's ready already. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. And you want those girls. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, man. He is the best ones that come.
Right, you want to make it.
Cooperating, 100%.
Say that again?
She's doing their thing.
No, that's the thing. You want to make sure
the ones that are cooperating 100%.
Yeah, you want the girls who are cooperating heavy. That's what you want. You really want those chicks. And there's a lot of girls out there, but the thing is, what a lot of guys do is they're usually dealing with the girls who are in the middle. Unfortunately, they're dealing with the girls who are sort of like feeling it and sort of not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, there's a girl that I know. I'm not gonna say her name or whatever, but this chick I know, she was dating this guy, and she was like, "Oh, he's everything I want. He's, he's good looking. He makes some good money. Blah 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 blah." But she was saying that he was a little too moist. You feel what I'm saying? So that kind of turned her off. So what happened was, she was supposed to go out with him, but she kept flaking on him. She kept being sort of wishy-washy with him. And that's because she wasn't really feeling him. She wasn't really into him like that. Even though she would like them on certain aspects, she wasn't all the way in. So a lot of times when the girls aren't all the way in, that's where you get the resistance. And then when you get the resistance, that's where you get where a woman feels like she was pressured, or because she wasn't really sure. It wasn't really something she felt. She was sort of like going along to get along. She was in the situation, because sometimes when a woman gets in a situation, she feels like it's too late for her to say no. You feel what I'm saying? And then when she feels like it's too late for her to say no, when she goes through with it, then later on she's like, oh, I felt like I was violated. I felt he did this and did that. And that's because she wasn't all the way in. So the thing is, you want to make sure you're dealing with girls all the way in. You see what I mean? So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, make sure that the girls that you're dealing with, those are the girls who are actually all the way in when you are really trying to have sex with them. And the ones that are all the way in, you'll know. You're gonna feel it through the vibe. You're gonna see it through their words, their actions, and you're not even gonna have to worry about there basically is no last minute resistance with a chick who's all the way in. You see what I'm saying? Like there's literally none.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If there is last minute resistance, she's not all the way in.
That's pretty much just one.
Say it again?
Right, exactly.
Right.
So pretty much what I was wondering, I had a chick pretty much, and started all over me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Left her group of peoples. We went back to her hotel.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to leave the lobby, and we were like pussyfooting for like 20 minutes.
Right. See, that's not. I would have been like, well, peace out, have a good night. And the thing is, I understand it's hard though. It's hard because you're like, shit, I'm this close, right? But the thing is,
so far, man. Like you already done left the club.
Right. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, you don't want that to turn into an issue later. You see what I mean? So it's like, because the thing is, it's actually a blessing that there's last minute resistance. Because what you don't want is for her to be having that resistance in her mind and sort of not really say nothing, and then later on it's an issue. But which usually it doesn't really happen that much in those many situations. Because usually when a chick says all that other extra crazy shit, there is usually resistance that the guy just ignored. You understand? And he's like, fuck it, let's go. And now she's just like feeling like she got to go through it. You feel what I mean? And you don't want that. You want it to be where the best case scenario is she's coming on to you heavy. You see what I mean? So that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Shit, man. Hey, well, I appreciate it. I don't want to talk the lines anymore, man. You lay down the get back to the queue and listen to the rest of your
That's
shit,
what's up, bro. Appreciate the call, man. Yeah, I'll be telling you guys, man, you gotta be careful out this motherfucker. This is why you guys gotta get on the Bad Boy membership, because I have my new program coming out called Reading Women. And so, it teaches you how to read those signs, if a chick is really trying to make it happen or not. So you don't get into none of this fucking, crazy situations. Because dudes, they think it's just about chicks is out here gonna be just like, anytime you just say hi to a chick, she's gonna be like, oh my God, he's so ass. No, it's not that crazy. What up, Chris? What's going on? So what's popping in the chat room, people? What is popping in the chat room? So remember, guys, the sale is still on. The Bad Boy membership sale is still on. So you still have time to join the Bad Boy membership and get the Bad Boy book and get the How to Have Sex 2 in a Day audiobook for free. So you join the Bad Boy membership, you get it for free. And somebody was asking how much is the Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can get on the lower tier for $10. You feel me? What up, Femdy? What's good? What's going on? Who's calling?
Yo, what up? So, Johnny, what's going on?
What's popping, bruh? What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing, man.
What's the deal?
I wanted to talk about a situation that happened. Last week. I was trying to smash 2 chicks in within 7 hours.
Oh, damn. You Wait, hold on. You said you're trying to smash 2 chicks within 7 hours?
Well, one of them I knew already, and I knew she was coming down, so I already knew I was getting that one.
Right.
But I was just what happened was I was dropping the first one off, but she had to go to some concert. I think Janet Jackson was out in Jersey or some shit, so I was just doing a favor. So I just dropped off where she was at, and on my way over, she had some shit had whatever, and I read the text, but I was like, all right, whatever. So then, being I didn't respond to the text, I guess she felt some type of way, and called me did you get my text? And I was like, yeah, I'm doing something right now, I saw it, but I didn't look at it, type shit. And she's like, oh, yeah, I just woke up, whatever, saying some bullshit. And I guess she ended up coming out anyway, make the long story short. So we had a couple of drinks or whatever, and it's I managed to get her all the way back to the crib, but she wasn't trying to do shit. And I was just, and the funny thing is when I go back and look back at it, she was trying to find ways out of the situation. We had grabbed a couple of drinks, she was with the drinks, and then we went to I took her to a chicken shack, and then she kind of was we had got some food, and she kind of was low key trying to say yo, can we get something back? Cause she was trying to find a way out.
Right.
And then we got to the crib. And then we got to the crib, I'm like, okay, bitch, you following me to the crib. I'm like, you had ways to get out. Like you wanted to.
Right.
You could have just made a quick left, quick right to go to, go to the door. I'm like, why you go all the way to the crib and then tell me you ain't trying to do shit? So it just it was just kind of crazy. I was just trying to be in my bag. I was just trying to see if I could do it. Because I was like, yo, this shit. Let me see if I can pull this to have sex with have sex with two women a day shit. But it didn't work out. So I was like, wow.
Hey, that's what happens sometimes though, because some of these chicks they be changing their mind like the wind, man. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes it's gonna be that way. You feel what I mean? Where because like you said, you smashed the first one, right?
Yeah, I smashed the first one already, so I already knew I was getting.
And so because usually it works out best for you to smash two. Yeah, I was gonna say it works out best when you smash if you're trying to smash 2 girls in one day. When you got 2 chicks that you're gonna be able to smash, just like the first one, you need another one like the first one. You see what I'm saying? Usually those are the ones that's making But you could also get a new one to do. But the thing is usually the ones that's the sure thing in most cases. Y'all fuck buddies, you already know you could go over smash, you can go over to the other chick smash. But some of those girls, like you said, they'll come all the way to your house, do all of the shit, and then when they get there, they don't want to fucking make it happen. You understand? It's just how chicks are. You understand? It's crazy.
And then it's I couldn't look back she was trying to locate you say little segue. Can you give us a separate box? I'm like, a separate box? Bitch, you come to my crib she just trying to do little stuff like that. And when she got to she was saying I'm not that type of girl.
Right.
I need to be a lesbian. She tried to give me a whole song and dance, and I'm just like. Man,
that's how they do.
Here,
that's how they do. You just got to charge that, man. That's how they do. It's that's. I think that's the part of the game guys just need to understand. It's just it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and the thing is, it happens to almost every dude who's dealing with a lot of women. You feel what I'm saying? So and it's probably not gonna be the first time too. So you'll probably get into with another chick. It's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how it happens, man.
It was how you get a shout out in one of the videos.
Say that again?
No, I said I was looking at how you gave me a shout out. I was looking at how you gave me a shout out in one of the videos.
Oh that's what's up, bro. Because see, y'all cats don't understand. Oh, Johnny is on the advanced level. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, Johnny is on the advanced level.
So, I just want.
So
It's
you
like,
know.
I read the comment like dudes be trying to like low key like trying to be detained like yo how tall are you what you look like I'm like I'm not no guy or anything like that.
Right, and
I still fuck up like everybody else fuck up so.
Right, and that's the thing. But the thing is, see, the difference with you is, and this is what I always tell guys, is that you put in work. You feel what I'm saying? You put in the work, you put in the energy, and that work also it transformed itself into your game being stepped up. Because anytime you deal with a girl, anytime you talk to a girl, all you're doing is you're building your verbal muscle, you're building your skills of interacting with women, you're building all of that shit when you're talking to all these different girls and interacting with these different girls. A lot of dudes, they're on the sidelines, they're on the outside looking in. They're not really in the game. Like you're on the basketball court, and a lot of dudes is on the bench. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that's what's happening for a lot of cats. They're not really going in. So but it's crazy because truthfully, if you think about it, a lot of this stuff that like even just now, you're calling me, telling me, or we're discussing you trying to actually, after you fucked one girl, trying to have sex with another girl who you successfully got to the crib, mind you. This is the type of level of game we're talking about because you've stepped it up. You see what I'm saying? So if your game wasn't stepped up, we'd be talking about something else. We'd be talking about, does looks matter or not? You understand what I'm saying? That shows you the level. Like dudes who haven't been out there are still talking about, is it about looks? You see what I mean? That's how you know the level of a person's game when what they're discussing is if looks matter or not. Because a dude who's out there in the game, even he could be the most handsome guy, or he could be the ugliest dude. No matter what, the handsome guy's gonna say, he's gonna be like, yeah, chicks, they check me out sometimes because I look good, but I still get shitted on because these chicks be changing their mind and acting stupid. Or he might say, yeah, there's certain girls who I got with that was feeling my looks and I fucked them because of that. Then you're gonna have the ugly dude or whatever who's gonna say, yo, there's some chicks who was just like not feeling how I looked and the shit didn't go down. Then he's gonna say there's some chicks that I got with because I was spitting that game and I was making this shit happen. And there was some chicks who thought I was actually attractive because they liked the way I looked. So a nigga that's in the game, he's gonna know all of the like real shit that's going down. You see what I mean? And then you go into actual different steps and topics in the game, which is what we're talking about now. You see what I mean? So that's what it is.
One thing I want to say is like you don't know what attracts. Like sometimes you don't know what attracts with these chicks with you. But one time I was on this shit. This girl had wanted me to like. She wanted me like her and her homegirl and her dude. Like, they wanted me to join for me like some like fucking sex shit. And I was like, yeah, you look good, But I was just hollering at it to holler at her. And then once she told me that shit, I was like, well, hell no. I was just like, damn, they thought I was that fucking. They must have thought I looked good just off the face value that they wanted me to join this shit. I was like, oh, no, I'm good. I didn't respond to that shit.
They trying to get you in the orgy?
You don't know what these chicks be like, just be drawn to you for.
They trying to get you in the orgies and shit.
Yeah, I was like, hell no. I was like, no, I'm good.
That's the funny part too, is that I've been in situations, man, like it was so I don't know if I told this story before, but I remember I actually was at an event and I met these two ladies and they were both like MILFs and shit. And then me and the two ladies were talking, and then this other guy just happened to get in the conversation. Literally, like he was in a conversation with us for 5 minutes. And then the two women came up to me and the dude and was like, yo, do y'all want to like go back to my place? Like one of the ladies said that shit. And then so me and the other guy and the two chicks went back to the spot and we got it in. You feel what I'm saying? And for that dude, just the fact that he was there talking and interacting with the girls and, with the ladies and doing all other shit, they was just like, yo, let's get it going. You see what I mean? So that shit be happening sometimes. It's just, you got to put yourself out there, be in the right place at the right time. But you was like, fuck that shit. You was like, you ain't fucking with that shit.
It ain't really my style, man.
Right.
Like I'm good.
Right.
Because a lot of times I just don't want to be bothered with shit. That's like what I've noticed, like within these past couple months, that I really took it seriously. I don't like to be bothered with a lot of shit, and then half of the time I just be like charging chicks with a fuck bit. Like I just be throwing cards up the deck. Like I don't really give a fuck.
Right, and
like,
I'm so glad you brought that up. You understand? They saying Locario's a slut. It's true. I am a slut. But anyway, the thing is, I'm so glad you brought that up where you were saying that you don't even want to be bothered. Let me tell you guys something. When you get advanced, let me tell you, this is how you know your game is tight. This is how you know your game is fucking tight. When you start feeling bored, that's when you know your game is fucking tight. When you start feeling bored of the shit, meaning that you're not really as excited as you was before because you've been there, done that. You understand? You've had sex with multiple women. You've had sex with hot chicks here and there. You know how to get a girl interested in you're sort of like, so it's almost like you're bored. It's like a rich person. When a rich person has been rich for so long and they've traveled the world and they've done all this other extra shit, they're like, yo, I'm fucking bored. I done did all this shit already. So it's not that you don't like it, but there's a boredom that comes along with it where you start to do other things. So just like you said, even with the call, what you said in this call, you said, yo, I was trying to smash these 2 chicks within a few hours. That's because you're trying to challenge yourself. You see what I mean? So now
I got work in the morning too, so I was just like, let me see if I can do this.
Right, you see what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Right, you see what I mean? And that's what happens when your game gets stepped up to the point where you're like, yo, I can do this shit already. It's not even an issue. So then you start to actually see the reality of the shit. Meaning that a lot of guys who don't have the skills to really approach women and get girls like they want to, what happens is that a lot of it seems impossible, or a lot of it seems really extravagant until you actually start doing it a lot. Then you're like, yo, this shit ain't that big of a deal. Like, it ain't that big of a deal to go and approach a girl. If she likes me, cool. If she don't, whatever. It's not a big deal. You feel what I'm saying? But when you don't have when you don't have that experience, it's like the biggest fucking deal in the world. Like, oh my God, I don't know what to say to her. What if she rejects me? What if this happens? It's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
And one thing, like I was saying, like I remember one time, like I went out with this shit, and it wasn't really all that, but I just literally just sat there with it, doing my game just to fucking see how good my game is regardless. I just like got her back to the crib and just smashed it. Not because I even wanted to. I just like, she here.
Right.
Let me just see if my game is it like I just got lucky, or let me just see if I really got good game.
Right. Like, let me just see if I can do it. You're right. No, I feel you're just on some let me see if I can do it type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it's true.
And I did it. I was just like, all right, fuck it. I do got the game, so I was like, fuck it, because I brought her and I brought some bad chicks back. So I was like, all right, so I just got the skill, so I was just like, all right, fuck it. But I wasn't even like, she wasn't even like really perfect at all. I just thought, I was like, yeah, let me see if I can do it.
Right, real shit. That's how it goes, man.
I call it your game and shit.
That's how it goes. And that's the level that I want to get a lot of cats too. You feel me? So that's what it is, man. You feel me?
Yeah. Let me let you quit the line, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
All right, bro. Be safe. Peace, bro.
Peace.
All right. Let me see who else is this. Yeah, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, what up, Mr. Locario?
What's popping? Who's calling?
How you doing, man? It's Jason Green, man, calling again, man.
Oh, what's going on with you, bro?
You know what it is. Man.
What's the deal?
But basically, man, when it comes to when it comes to women, man, and if they flaking and they ain't cooperating, man, just let them go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that, like, I used to deal with that problem too, because it was like you be getting some pussy and you be like, man, you be excited.
Mm-hmm.
But what we got to realize is that you do the same shit. You feel me with another chick. You feel me that you did with her.
Right.
You know, and you got to get that mind state that you're in abundance already. You know what I'm saying? When we sitting here worrying about flaking, because you come this week. You know what I mean? She flaked on me last week. We was rocking for some months. We were supposed to go on a date, and she flaked, and she hit me up yesterday, but happy Thanksgiving. And I didn't even hit nothing back on that hoe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what it is that if you allow somebody to disrespect you, women pick up on that vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if you let one disrespect you and you carry that on to another one, women gonna pick up on that and they gonna start to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying?
Real
and
shit.
meaning by disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, don't mean as far as like cussing you out with an attitude, but just disrespecting your time. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
and I think that like, what was you about to say?
Oh no, I feel you. Keep going. What you saying?
Yeah, because what it is that women know what men want. You know what I mean? Period. Just like men know what women want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but you have to get in the mind state that when you meet them, you know what I'm saying, that you got to be focused on yourself first and foremost. If they get together with you, then they do. If they don't, they don't, man. Because it's like when you sitting there crying and wasting your time. I did that shit. You know, it got me nowhere, but just kept getting denied.
Right.
You know, because it's like, because the bottom line is that what you put out in the world, you know what I'm saying, you will receive. You know what I'm saying? And so if you get bitter and angry because the chick didn't answer the call or she flaked on you and this and that, that's expected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that has to be expected. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? They be on here crying and this and that. That shit is expected, man. You know?
That's
like,
part of
you know,
that's part of the whole shit. That's part of the whole thing. That's the thing that dudes understand. It's like that's part of the whole game. Like that has to happen. You understand? Like they're trying to avoid shit that's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, like you know, like that is the game itself.
Right.
You know, because what it boils down to is it don't come down to looks, money, cars, and this and that. What it comes down to is how are you going to react? Because at the sense is if a woman rejects you and you react crying and throwing tantrums and you know what I'm saying, being petty and this and that, she knows right then and there. That's not going to be the man for me because if we get into some real shit, he's going to be petty.
Right.
He's going to act like a woman. He's going to do a lot of feminine shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I, you know what I'm saying, but if I reject this man and he'd be like, all right, cool, whatever, walks away, let me know, you know what I'm saying, when you change your mind or whatever, get at me, you know what I'm saying? She looking like, who the fuck is he to tell me that?
Right.
I just told him I didn't want him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And so,
Because then she's gonna think, oh, you know, what does he have where he feels good enough or cool enough to just like brush me off like that? You feel what I'm saying? And just be cool with it. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
And they start reevaluating themselves. You know what I'm saying? It was just like you said. I just heard you one thing. You was talking about there's three type of women. One who's going to be into you. Two is going to be 50.
Right.
You know what I mean? 50-50.
Right.
And the other one you feel me because who's not going to be into you.
Right.
And this is real shit right here. From this about to be some real game, y'all. Y'all listen to this one. 75% of the time you talk to a woman, she's that third one. 75% of the time, she's going to be that third one. You feel me? Because those are the ones that because the reason why we're running into those is because that's what we're projected into the universe itself.
Damn.
We're not.
You talking that deep game right now. I don't think they're ready for that shit. But go ahead.
I don't think they're ready. But see, what it is that I know. All you get deep, man. It's my second time calling, but look. But what it is that when you see yourself as high value, you know what I'm saying, you know, and not a simp or whatever the fuck you want to call it. When you see yourself as high value, that third woman is going to be more intimidated to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because she can already feel that if she fuck with you, she either got to get right or get left. Period.
Right.
Period. Most of the time, they don't want to get right because they're so used to when they meet a fuck boy or whatever, or some simp nigga, you feel me? They ain't got to do shit.
Right, because because you know what it is. You know what it is. They're in their comfort zone. It's just like anything else. When you're in your comfort zone, you don't want to get out that comfort zone. And a lot of women's comfort zone is dealing with fuck boys or dealing with dudes who simping because they feel like, oh, well, I can control this nigga. So when they see a dude who's valuable and shit, they're like, oh, I can't fuck with him. But see, the trick is though, this is what tricks guys up is that if they're not really confident, they're going to think her rejecting him means there's something wrong with him. You feel what I'm saying? But they don't realize, you know what I mean? Like they don't realize she's rejecting because she can't fuck with it. You see what I mean? That's what it is a lot of times.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Because I'm Cause I'm gonna tell you like this. I had a chick, you feel me? I was like, man, yo, she hot, she bad. We was talking, you know what I'm saying? We was vibing and shit, you know. And then she friend zoned the nigga, right?
Right.
And then so we were still talking about it, you know, cause I was on some simp shit like, oh, I told her, I said, you know, and then next thing you know, she told me this, and I will never forget it. She was like, don't look at me doing this right now as a bad thing. My crazy ass said, I didn't understand. I was like, man, this, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized something. What she was telling me was she knew that I was a high value kind of guy.
Right.
But right now, in her mind, what she's used to dealing with is bullshit, corny niggas, flashing money, doing all that stupid, silly shit, whatever. That's what her imprint was.
Right.
Now, but later on, you know what I'm saying? I may not be the flashy, throwing money in the air kind of guy. She know a nigga get paid, but I'm always going to be on that back burner. Will I want her then? Probably won't. I probably, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what she was telling me was underliningly was that she was that 75% woman that you're going to run into, period. You're going to run into those, period, because what they see on TV, what they see out here being portrayed in these streets, women are more reality-based. When they see shit going on in the world, that's how they make up their mind of what type of man they want to meet.
Right.
When you show them anything differently, it fucks their head up. And they don't know how to act to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they have to readjust their game. They have to, you know what I'm saying, readjust themselves. The man can just still be the same man. You can be a nerd, whatever you want to call yourself, an introvert, whatever.
Right.
5 years later, you run into her again, you're gonna blow her back out. You feel me? And I'm saying this, you feel me? Because this is from my experience too. Is that we got to stop worrying about the, you know what I'm saying, the ones that didn't happen, because the only thing that should have happened is that you should be proud of yourself for even taking the chance to even speak to her in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it don't go nowhere further than that, that's okay. You got out of your own shell and you went for what you wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That right there is enough for her to be like, damn, I didn't give him none, but damn, at least he came at me. You feel me? Instead of trying to convince her to, like, you can't convince anybody to like you or to feel you. You know what I'm saying? You can't. And I think that's the battle that I used to, you know what I'm saying, beforehand, but a lot of men are dealing with, is that they try to think that if I have this and have that, you know what I'm saying, if I say the right thing or you know, or whatever, is that, you know, that shit don't work, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to just, every woman similar but different. You know what I'm saying? They all give off certain vibes. And a lot of times, a lot of women who are giving you mixed vibes, they're just not sure about themselves.
Exactly. Real shit. Real shit.
Know,
that's what I be telling cats. I say, yo, I be like, the most you need to do is do your part. Meaning, you see the girl you want to talk to, you go up, you talk to her. Now, after you done talk to her, that shit is out your hands. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now she gotta make a choice. She gonna have to choose. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, a lot of guys, they're scared to do that. So what they do is they'll say, I'm gonna wait for a girl to check me out, and then I'll go up to her. Now, if a girl is checking you out, then yeah, go up to her because you see her checking you out. But you gotta understand that just because a girl is checking you out, that don't mean that she really chose you yet, because she could check you out, you go up to her, you start talking to her, and she's like, this nigga's whack. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on the whole picture. You know what I mean?
And it's like, yeah, it's like this though too. It's like, you know, most of the time, the bottom line, that the whole point of the game, that people are, the most important part of the game that people are tend to be missing is your speech, man.
Right.
You have to go to a situation, you know what I'm saying, you know, speaking into fruition in your own mind, in your own heart, but you also have to go with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's, you know what I'm saying, I hear no all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's not going to make me stop proceeding, you know what I'm saying, the mission. The mission ultimately is to find somebody you get with, y'all click, y'all rock, y'all right off into the sunset. That's everybody. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, you feel me though? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the game. You feel me? Everybody want to meet that one or those few, you feel me? You feel me? That they can rock with. So if that's the goal, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand that you're going to hear no. You're going to deal with women, you feel me? Y'all going to rock and y'all going to grow apart. You know? but you can't be sitting here crying and boo-hooing about it, you know what I'm saying? Because there's too many women out there for you to be boo-hooing. I guarantee right now, man, we can go to South America and get the most baddest bitch in South America, dog, and she will love you. You feel me?
Right.
You gotta understand that logic. You gotta understand that logic. You know what I'm saying? Where you at? The game is the same no matter what language is spoken.
Right.
It is all the same.
Right.
You know
And the thing is, too,
you still have to have that checklist.
right. And the thing is too, you know, a lot of times the reason why, you know, things don't work out in the game that, you know, the way that people expect is because I always say that, you know, you get out what you put in. You feel what I'm saying? And so what you got to understand is, and also you can't compare yourself to other people. This is a huge problem. This is a huge fucking problem. Like,
Locario.
dudes are always
I can't compare.
Yo.
Like, hold on.
They always doing that shit.
Sorry to cut you off, but just
now go ahead. What you saying?
oh yeah. It was exactly. It was just like he didn't succeed the other night when you did your show. He was trying to talk about I was born in '92. You was born in '81.
Right.
Nigga, ain't shit changed.
Right.
Bitches is the same. Ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit changed from fucking '92 to 2002.
Right.
Only thing that changed is just a group of people.
And on top of that, what's funny is what guys gonna understand is, yo, the shit is not gonna be fair because you live a different life than everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? So you might like, for example, if I roll up into a spot and I see a chick that I want to holler at, and you roll up into that same spot and you see that you want to holler at that same chick. Now we both want to holler at the same girl, right? Maybe she might like both of us. Maybe she might only like me. Maybe she might only like you. But a lot of her feelings towards who she's going to be feeling is a combination of what she went through in her life, meaning the archetypes of men and masculinity that she's been indoctrinated with, that makes her attracted, to whatever she's attracted to. Right. So let's say if I go out there with a white dude and it's me and a white dude and we both want that chick, and let's say for whatever reason she's just into black guys, like that's her thing. Like she just has this thing. She grew up around black men. You know, her daddy was black, whatever the fuck, I don't know. But she's into that, so she might gravitate to me more than the other dude. You see what I mean? And vice versa. There might be a girl who's just more into white dudes and then might gravitate to him. You see what I mean? So it's like dudes are always fucking comparing themselves to everybody else, which it don't make sense.
Like,
you know
it's like this. It's like this too. I can even reiterate on top of that even more. It's like this. It don't matter what race or whatever the woman gonna fuck whatever man she wants to. Period. Period.
Right.
Period. I didn't have white women that said I only date white guys and what's up? Why I'm in the back seat? You know what I mean? Giving her, you know what I'm saying, the business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's all about a woman. And this is real shit. A woman don't see color. A woman only sees a man. They only see a man.
And see, they don't get that. They don't get that too, because a lot of times what it is that like a chick, even, and this is what I love about dealing with women, man. This is why the game is so fucking great. This is why as a man, complex, like, man. Dude, as a man, you should be happy you're a guy, because the fact that you have the advantage to be able to attract a woman based off of all these other factors. Because look, even like an example I said earlier, I go up in a spot, the chick, let's say she's, you know, into black guys and then she's not into white guys. That white guy that she's on the surface not into, if his game is tight, he could still get her. You feel what I'm saying?
He can fuck her.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So that's what the thing is.
Yeah, period.
You know what I mean? Because chicks, they're going to have their on the surface preference, right? But if your game is tight, you can still get her. This is why I always talk about the looks thing. I say, look, you don't even got to be the dude that the chick thinks is fine. She don't got to think you're cute. If your game is tight and you tap into those emotions, you can get her. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the thing that they don't get, man.
Because on the top, I'm gonna tell you from like what a lot of chicks tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm rocking with them, They always say, damn. They always say, damn, you different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take, you know what I'm saying, me saying no or rejection a little bit different.
Right.
I say, you know why? Because I tell them like this, first and foremost, I'm a man. You feel me? So I expect for you to do some silly shit like that.
Right.
You know, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's, and I think that like a lot of times, like we as men, we carry that rejection bug around. You know what I'm saying? We have that. That's the first thing, you feel me, that women can smell.
Right.
And that's fear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They smell the fear of them either telling you no, or if they get involved and then they don't really feel you blowing their phone up, shit like that. We got to learn that rejection is a part of the process.
Right.
It is a part of the process, and rejection is not. We're looking at rejection wrong. You know, sometimes a woman is saving you, man, you know what I mean, from herself, because she know how fucked up she is.
Right.
And she like, nah, you a cool dude. I can feel that. I ain't even gonna put you through that type of hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's how we gotta look at it. That's how we gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if a woman tell me no, sometimes I'll be thankful, because I just be like, damn, I was only going off of her, off of my own impulse.
Right.
You know, period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm impulsing game. You know what I mean? Impulse gaming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
because I see a woman and she look good, yeah, or she, you know, fat ass, whatever quality he's looking for, that's impulse game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're not really filling her out and seeing what's popping with her.
You're not really filling her out.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So then, and that's when dudes
That's
get caught up, because that's when dudes get caught up because they fucking they're just, and this is what I'm saying, it's different levels in the game. It's like, you know, it's more of an advanced thing to do, where you're able to assess and sort of feel a chick out and see, okay, is this chick worth fucking with? You know, and that goes based off of your own morals and principles and what you're trying to do with your life. You understand? If you're going to even deal with a girl, you see what I mean?
Because I'm gonna tell you this too, man. You know, and this is flip side, man. There's you know what I'm saying, a lot of loves of the game is this. When you a boy, you see a girl, you know what I'm saying, when you're young, you tell her you like her, you pass notes, y'all may kiss and run and laugh and giggle on the block, whatever. Then you get to the point where you get in high school, you know what I'm saying, high school, kind of college game, you're a little bit older, chicks reject you, you hurt. A lot of grown men are stuck in high school game level.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They went through, you know what I'm saying, kindergarten, elementary, you know, all that kind of level game. They was happy with the letters and the notes and every Valentine's, will you be mine kind of shit with the candy hearts. Then they get to high school and they start hearing no, you feel me, because acne and shit start coming in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your body starts to change more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Their mindset is still stuck in that game, and they in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, and 60s. They haven't graduated yet.
Right.
Women are advanced. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So women from day one, when they start having feelings about boys, they already ahead of the game. We don't start having feelings about girls until later. You see what I'm saying? So we gonna hear no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna hear no, and a lot of men's mentalities. You know, so like I said, you want someone to be in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. They're stuck in that level of game of, oh, the chick don't want to go to homecoming.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you spit that real shit, bro. You spit that real fucking shit, man. But yo, listen. I appreciate the call. I got a few more people trying to call in before we get out of here. But yo, you always dropping that good game. You gotta call back next week and spit some more shit, bro. I appreciate it, man. All right.
I will, man. Hey, cause I appreciate you taking the time, and everybody in the chat room, man. Shout out, love, and like I always say, man, get out of your own way, man.
Exactly.
These chicks is out here, man, for us all to fuck.
I feel you, bro. Man. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Love and happy Thanksgiving, man, to everybody. Man. Right. Happy holidays.
Peace.
Yep. Peace.
Yeah, man. My dude was spitting that heavy shit, bro. That's some real shit. So we got a few moments left, people. Remember, the Bad Boy membership sale ends November 26th. I don't want to hear cats holler at me after that, because this shit be happening where, I remember last year I did a sale and dude just hit me up a week later talking about, yo, what's up with the joint? I'm like, it's over. It's over. You feel what I'm saying? And if you want the Bad Boy book, the official release, the release isn't officially out. I put it up on Amazon, so you can get just the ebook on Amazon if you want to get that right now, right? But the official release that I'm going to have on MrLocario.com is going to be the ebook, and it's going to be an exclusive audio that comes with the ebook. So if you want to, get that, that's going to be coming out first week in December. That's what we're trying to drop it around then. But if you just want the ebook, you can go to Amazon.com to get the ebook right now. But you're probably going to want to get the audio program that's coming with it. So if you buy the ebook now on Amazon, you're probably going to want to buy it again once the official release comes out on MrLocario.com. So, you can either buy it now or wait until the official release comes out. Or if you want just the ebook right now, you can join the Bad Boy membership and you'll get it for free. You feel what I'm saying? So you go to badboymembership.com, you join the membership, and once you join the membership, you're going to get the Bad Boy book for free and How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day for free. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, what's going on? What's popping?
Yeah, what up, Mr. Locario, man?
What's popping?
What's going on, man?
Who's this?
Yeah, this BX, man.
What's going on with you?
Hey, yeah, I got a question, man. I like the show. Just want to say happy holidays, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. But, yeah, this question I got, it's like, when it comes to women, particularly when they're kind of young, I see this pattern that a lot of women do. Like they tend to wild out when they're young, like when they're 17 or in their 20s. And then when they get in their 30s, they oftentimes want to settle down with a good guy.
Oh, yeah, that happens all the time.
Is it wrong for a good guy to not want to have to deal with a woman and her, it's like you just putting up with me because you can't keep the guy that you want. So now you want me.
Right.
And you want me to raise your kids. And, it's like, and I hear a lot of women say, well, yeah, the good guys, good guys finish last.
Right.
You gotta wait until we get through playing and playing the fit. It's like I don't want the leftovers.
Right.
But then again, it's like what's the guy supposed to do? Because the attractive women that we want, they just want all the street niggas. They don't want all the hood types, the bad boys, and it's like, well, dang, I gotta wait till you have kids and you get in your 30s and every street nigga done ran through you. It's like, damn, what? It's like. What's the point?
Well, you know what it is. So, it's not necessarily the chicks want the thugs or whatever. What women want generally up front is the alpha male, and then once they want to settle down, they get with the beta male. You see what I'm saying? So that's basically like the nice guy and the bad boy. The nice guy is the beta male, the bad boy is the alpha male. So the thing is, a guy makes a choice whether or not he wants to be an alpha male or a beta male. You understand what I'm saying? It's all in your behavior. It's not that you're born this alpha male or you're born this beta male and then you're just stuck. You understand? You choose if you want, how you want to present yourself and how you're going to be. So the thing is, if you are actually interacting with a girl in a way that shows that you're an alpha male, you're that type of guy, she's going to want to fuck with you. You understand? But if you're not that alpha male, you're going to be that beta dude. The beta dude is the guy she's going to, marry and, wait. Like he's that nice guy that's going to, she's going to wait for. I mean, that she's going to marry later on after she's done with all the alpha male dudes. You see what I'm saying? So it's really on how you choose to be. You see what I'm saying?
So okay, let me ask, so is there a way that a guy knows if he's an alpha or a beta? I'm like, because here's the thing, like, I can't speak for most guys, but I'm pretty sure most guys, in their own eyes, they see themselves as an alpha.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in most cases, it might not be, or we might not just even know how to identify, like, what is an alpha? Like, what is a beta? Like, what's the difference between the two?
Mm-hmm. Well, usually it's a lot of different things, but mainly I would say just in general, the alpha male is the dude who does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants to do it. The beta male does sort of what he thinks he should do and he does things that he thinks the girl wants to do, and he does things based off of what everybody else wants him to do. So the alpha male is like, look, I'm doing this shit, and if you want to do this, we could do this. If you don't, get the fuck out of my face. The beta male is, I want to do this thing. The girl's like, I don't want to do this thing, and the guy's like, okay, I'll do what you want to do. You see what I mean? And so part of what it means to be that alpha male is you have to give a fuck about what you trying to do, and not give a fuck about what the rest of what the chick is trying to do. And so if that sounds fucked up, then you're a beta male. You see what I'm saying? If it sounds right,
it's kind of like Trump. Like you gotta kind of like gotta be kind of like I'm gonna put myself first.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna value myself first.
Right.
So that's what an alpha is.
Right, and the thing is, you don't have to be an asshole to be an alpha male. It's like all it is that you're saying, yo, what I'm trying to do is the important thing, and I'm finding a woman to follow what I'm trying to do. And if she's not trying to follow what I'm trying to do, then she can bounce. And so what happens is that form of energy, that's masculine. That's masculinity right there. You know what I'm saying? That's you saying, look, this is what I'm about. And so, for example, an alpha male isn't scared to lose the chick. A beta male is scared to lose the girl. You see what I mean? An alpha male will go through 4 or 5 girls and kick them to the curb before he even have sex with them. Be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. I'm not fucking with you because you want some bullshit. The beta male is like, oh, what do I need to do? And let me do this for her. And let me try this. And, he's on that type of shit. So the thing is that the women, what happens is women gravitate to alpha males and want to have sex with alpha males because alpha males are displaying a lot more of those masculine characteristics. The beta male, usually what happens is that he's good to be like husband material because it's like, for example, a beta male is less likely to cheat on his woman because he doesn't have a choice. You understand what I'm saying? The alpha male is more likely going to cheat because he's more attractive to women in general. So if a woman ends up marrying an alpha male or gets with an alpha male seriously, she's going to always be scared that he's going to leave her or he's going to fuck with another girl or whatever. But the beta male is safer because she knows that, oh, this guy isn't going to really want to, he's not going to have any other girls that's trying to get with him. So she feels good to know that she's stable and safe with that guy. You see what I mean? And so that's the thing. Like a lot of times the beta males are the ones who sort of like save the women after the alpha males are done with them. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing.
So really, marriage ain't no point.
Right. Well, that's the thing. A lot of beta males are married. You see what I'm saying? And you have some alpha males who are married, but they usually end up cheating on their girl all the time. You see what I'm saying? Because they're constantly getting that energy from other women. This is one of the reasons why I'm in an open relationship, because I'm not gonna be sitting there just being with one woman and having sex with her and then that's it. That's just not in me. You feel what I'm saying? So and the thing is that there are women who will want to fuck with me because I have that energy. You see what I'm saying? And so for me, I got the best of both worlds. So I can have my main girl and then also fuck with other chicks. See, the problem with the alpha male is that he'll get a lot of chicks that want to fuck with him. But if he actually wanted a long-term relationship, it'll probably be harder for him to do that because in that long-term relationship, there's certain things that he has to sort of do that's going to take away from him, being on that alpha male shit. The beta male, he wants to have that lifestyle of having multiple women or whatever, but he can't because he doesn't have that energy or that type of vibe. So he ends up being with just the long-term relationship. So me personally, I meshed both of those situations where I can have my main joint and I can also do my thing. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just me personally. You see what I'm saying?
Is that what they call that hypergamy? Is that what that is?
No. Hypergamy is when, I think that's when a woman gets with another guy based off of him having more resources. So hypergamy would be, let's say if I'm with a girl and she's with me and then she meets you and then you got like way more money than I do and then she gets with you now because you have more money than me. That's what, the hypergamy is. You see what I mean?
Right. So there were a lot of women do like they you know they get with a guy based off his resources and but like you say, the beta males are 9 times out of 10 are the ones that end up getting hooked because they so in love and they want the relationship.
Right.
Yada yada yada.
Right. Because you know what it is? The woman influences the beta male to follow her program. Meaning that for guys just in general, you understand, like, of course this isn't everybody, but this is just in general. We have a vibe of freedom. We're not like most guys aren't thinking about their wedding day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, so the thing is, women are thinking about that. So for guys who are sort of going along with women for, that whole type of energy of like marriage, they're going along with her shit. Versus I feel like I'm about to sneeze up in this piece. But basically for a guy who's an alpha male, he's the type of dude he's just doing his thing, and he doesn't go along with that same paradigm of what the chick wants. See, the chick has her own agenda. The man has his agenda. The chick's agenda is to get the best guy she can to be the protector and provider and give her kids and all the other stuff. The guy's agenda is to be free and fuck as many women as he wants. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm just talking general. You see what I mean? Of course, there's exceptions, whatever. And so the beta male usually goes along with the woman's agenda of being that guy that's there to take care of her and do all this other shit for her. But what she really wants is an alpha male in that position of the beta male. So she wants to be married to an alpha male. But see, the hard part about that, and I've told women this all the time, because they say, oh, I want that guy who's the masculine guy, I want him to just be with me. I always tell women, yeah, you could marry an alpha male, but he's probably going to end up cheating on you, or you're going to have to share this motherfucker because he has the energy and the skill and the know-how and the attraction level to get multiple women and for multiple women to want to be with him because he's the top guy. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what happens. Mm-hmm. So, but again, dudes can choose where they want to be. They can choose if they want to be the alpha male or the beta male. You can choose that shit.
So a guy can change himself from being beta into an alpha.
Yeah, and some guys go from alpha to being betas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, depending on the girl or something.
Right. You see what I mean? So it's all in your energy and it's all how you do it because there's always going to be alphas and betas. Like, it's always going to be that balance. But you choose whether or not you want to be this way, you want to be that way. You conduct yourself in a certain way to say, I want to do this, I want to do that. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
okay.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah, I ain't going to keep you too long, but, that was just some, I just want, I really want to get at you with,
right.
But with the beta and the alpha and like marriage and how can a guy identify himself? Like how can a guy know which one he is? I believe the hard part is that most guys don't know if they are a beta or alpha.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or they don't really know. You got some guys, they just do what they was around or they do what they grew up with.
Right.
Some guys are introverts, they don't really go out, but they got a cool, laid-back attitude, but, they think they know enough, but they really don't know nothing.
Right.
So, I don't know. So, my thing was that I was having a hard time identifying beta and alpha and how to identify and what could I do to change my situation.
Right. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just, the alpha dude, he does his thing. He does his own thing his way, and he finds women who want to follow him. The beta is the guy who sort of goes along with what the chick wants just to like get her. You see what I mean? And that's really like one of the main differences. So if you start to cultivate your situation where you're doing your thing and you're not like sort of teetering to the other side, or you're not sort of like, making deals with chicks to try to make shit happen. If you're just doing your thing, regardless, and you're making your own way and you're fucking making shit happen on your terms, that's the alpha type of dude. You understand what I'm saying? And then you find chicks who want to fuck with you. And if you start fucking going on that other side and trying to just do shit for the girl, then you're gonna be on some beta male shit. You understand? It's that line right there that separates the guys who are alpha from beta. And some guys who are beta don't know they're beta. Some guys who are alpha don't know they're alpha. They just do what they do. But the reason why they get different results or different situations happening for them is because they fall into the alpha or beta category. You understand? And some alphas know they're alphas, some betas know they're betas. You see what I mean? And so it just all depends on how you wanna go about it. And a lot of times too, it might take a while. If you're like a beta male dude, and you wanna have more like of an alpha male energy, that might take some time. So it might not happen overnight because you have to shake off all that beta male energy you've been carrying around for a long time. You see what I'm saying? So
okay.
That's what it is.
Appreciate it, Mr. Locario, man. I ain't gonna keep you too long, but yeah, for sure. I need that. Yeah.
Right. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the call, man. All right.
All right, for sure.
All right, people. So it is about that time. So listen, I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I know the fucking joint was kind of janky today because of the fucking internet over here out in the country and shit. But I'm gonna have to get these calls next week because I gotta run. Hold on, I gotta get these calls next week because I gotta run. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in, and remember, the Bad Boy membership sale ends November 26th. The holiday sale ends November 26th. So you get the Bad Boy book for free, and you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the audio book for free. You feel what I'm saying? And so make sure you guys, click the link below, go to Bad Boy membership. Also, make sure you join the Patreon. So for those who are talking about the Patreon, go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario and join the Patreon so you can hear all the Bad Boy Show episodes. You can hear all of them. You can hear every last one of them, every last one of the new ones. And I got exclusive stuff on there. And the Patreon is cheap as hell. This shit is only $10 for the lower tier to be on the Patreon, and you get to hear 99% of the shit that's on the fucking Patreon if you're a $10 member on the Patreon. Also, make sure you guys get the hard copy of How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day. Also get the ebook, and also get the audio book. You get that for free with the Bad Boy membership sale. And I want to shout out all the people in the chat room. Shout out my dude Sticky E, Joseph, Espino, Like Squad CEO, CB, Odemi, Rory Radish, Golden Mass, TFL, who else? Bad Boy D, Martin 79934, the Alpha Male was popping with you. Bacons, Ellie Empire, who else we had up in this piece? Chris Martinez, McCann Cornell, who else we had up in here? Mr. DC Comics, my dude Johnny, who else? Haul This Junk, hilarious. We had you up in here, appreciate you stopping by. Who else we had in here? Paul W, Truth from Troy. Who else we had up in this piece? Saku Najee. Hogan MGTOW. Who else we had up in here? Crystal Copeland. Had a lot of people up in this bitch. But I appreciate all of you guys. I will see you guys. I might do another live stream this Wednesday. I'm going to try to fit that in the schedule. But if not this Wednesday, definitely next Friday, we're going to make that happen. So I will holler at you guys later. Remember to take advantage of the Bad Boy membership sale. Okay? I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.